Okay, hi everybody. How you doing? It's Uncle Bruce here. Welcome to the show this morning. It is January the 21st, 2022, and another fun day of trading. It's option expiry day, Friday. So we'll watch for a bunch of options saying we'll say goodbye to after being around here for a year and a half or so. Nice to have you here. As usual, lots going on in the pre-market and events around the world. Either good or bad. Things are happening that are either good or bad for the market, and we have to keep an eye on things. We just finished watching and covering this press conference thing in Switzerland, all about the Ukraine-Russia situation. Not much in the way of change at this point. If any of you were expecting ground earth-breaking news to come out of the conference, I have disappointment for you. You're not going to get anything. But Russia is shaking the stick that they might move in. The Americans are saying I would really advise against that, along with European allies. And then the words, at least the words are being used rather than bullets. We'll see what's going on there. The Dow is off 60 points in the pre-market. That actually is an improvement in the last little while. We were lower. We've got S&P off 20, and we have NASDAQ down 119. We're down 0.8 of a percentage point if you look at the worst performing market, which is the NASDAQ market. The S&P is down 0.45%, and the Dow right now is down 1/5 of 1 percentage point. So we don't have a really ugly pre-opening. We just have a slight negative vibe to it. We closed yesterday in an ugly way. It just, the markets went straight down last night. It affected Asia, and it affected Europe. We had the day before yesterday, Wednesday, at the last hour, lousy. So we had a nice build on Wednesday, only to lose it. We had a nice build on Thursday, only to lose it. What's going to happen today? We're not getting a nice build. That's what's happening today. The markets are going, we're not going to chase stock this morning. Why should we do that? Markets are going to back off at the end of the day. Well, when the market thinks that way, guess what happens? You have the opposite. You start with a down dip, and you have a mediocre open, and you kind of go through it all, and then by lunch you notice that there just isn't any selling coming in because no one cares, or people are afraid to be buyers, but they don't want to be sellers either because the market's kind of low, and then you get a couple of these bargain hunters coming in, and a couple stocks start to perform, and then in the last hour everybody piles in because it's like we're oversold now, and we might have a correction. That could be one scenario. Another scenario is, no, it's going to get worse. We're going to get worse before we get better. We'll figure it out. We'll be here to watch it. I can't make the market do anything. I can only tell you on what it's doing in plain English, and I'll try to interpret it for you as best as I can. What we want to do is pick our spots. Where can we make money, and how can we do it? Do we buy stock at a certain price and hope it goes higher? Do we buy options, long-term call options? Do we write contracts instead, and or at the same time? I think it's a little of everything myself, and we'll have to pick our spots here and there. Stocks I'm watching today with great interest, of course, will be Gamestop and SoFi. Gamestop last night was threatening to go to $100 a share, although it really didn't have a chance. There just wasn't enough. There wasn't enough activity yesterday on GameStop. There wasn't enough urgency to get out of Dodge going on GameStop. We closed last night at 102.67, down 390 after having been as high yesterday as 315. Here we are at 101.68 right now, down 99 cents. Pre-market volume, 20,000 shares. We got a nothing burger going on here. There's no reason for the stock to go down. There's no reason for the stock to go up. We don't have anything corporately coming. No one, nothing from GameStop is coming out to say to us, "Hi, here we are at GameStop. This is what we're doing. Here's what's happening. We've got updates for you out of Pennsylvania. We got updates for you out of Reno. Our distribution centers are up and running now, and they're running well ahead of what we thought." Or nothing. We got nothing. We don't have good news or bad news out of any of that area. We have no news out of these new offices they've made in Seattle and Boston. We got nothing. We have no indication of anything with regard to crypto, NFTs, digital gaming. Zero. We don't even have a comment from the company regarding the takeover of Activision by Microsoft. We got nothing. Like we don't have. There isn't a spokesperson that talks publicly for GameStop. GameStop is one of the most secretive and non-communicating companies out there. It's really surprising to me, and yet there are millions of us who are loyal followers of these guys, thinking that the stock was picked on pretty heavily by institutions, especially hedge funds, a year and a half ago, and 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. For years, the company had been picked on by short sellers. A lot of people came to the defense of the stock. Ryan Cohen, of course, was one of them. He came to the defense of the stock, bought it, and now runs the company, but doesn't speak. And we get these crypto or the cryptic little tweets. That's all we get. And so the stock is left to aimlessly wander about unless somewhere something is said about the company. The only thing you're going to read about GameStop from the so-called Wall Street press machine, everything you're going to read is what? Negative. Everything you're going to read from Wall Street is completely negative, unsupportive, uninspiring, and where you're on your own. And so there's the environment in which this stock lives. We're at 101.90 on the pre-market right now, and we're all wondering, is it going to break $100 this morning? My personal opinion, yes, it will. I think it's going to break under $100 a share. I don't know by how much, though. That's kind of the thinking. I'm wondering if it even touches 95 or 6. Could there be a snapback rally? Yeah, but could it be a dead cat bounce? Yes, it could very well be a dead cat bounce. In effect, it could go down to 96 and go up to 109, 110, and go back to 96 again, offering you guys opportunities to write options if you've got the guts. Do you want to write options on GameStop that have, say, a 110 exercise price on them for next week, Friday? Don't think you want to write anything that expires this afternoon per se, but 110s, 115s for next Friday. The options market will be crazy. It will go nuts. It loves volatility, and we might get it today on GameStop. Will the shares go from 101, where they are now, straight to 121 in the first hour of trading? I don't see it. I don't see any pre-activity here that leads me to think something big is going on the buy side. But we'll watch it. We'll be here, see what happens. I get the impression that there are buyers laying in wait to take a run at the stock. But those who are negative on the stock, if there are any hedge funds and others out there, remember, a lot of guys out there are licking their wounds from a year ago, and they're waiting to get even. There could be an army of sellers who are going to say, it's all right, we'll break it under 100 today, let them defend it, and let them rally a little bit, and then we'll just keep picking away at it. It gets to 110.20, we'll sell everything they want, and we'll crush it back to 93, then it'll bounce up to 115, then we'll crush it down to 88, I'll go up to 105, and we'll crush it to 70. That could be their thinking. Not saying it is their thinking, it could be their thinking. So we're going to have to see how many shares are wanted by the supporters of this stock, how much ammo people have to be able to buy up this stock, if indeed it does what I just said it might do. Again, I'm not the guy who tells you, I'm not guaranteeing any activity for sure. I'm just giving you my impression, and with my experience, this is how this game is played. We're dealing with billions, not with hundreds of thousands of dollars anymore, like the old days. The old days, $1 million of buying would really move a market. Now you need $1 billion of buying to move a market. So we'll see how GameStop plays out. Over on SoFi, right now we're at 15.18 on the pre-market. We were miserable looking this morning. I mean, really lethargic. The stock was like 14.80, 1485. It didn't have any appeal to it. It had been early this morning, way back. It was at 1525, 1530. It's now bounced back quite nicely in the last 45 minutes or so. It's come up about some 30 cents, 35 cents. 15, 17, 15, 18 right now. 2.1 million pre-market volume on SoFi. Now I'm reading articles from time to time about SPACs as a general topic, and I wanted to fill you in. So those of you who are not aware, who don't follow this stuff, there's a lot of talk right now about success and failure of SPACs. And if you want to talk about SPACs that aren't doing well, there's several ways you can go. You can cover SPACs that have not done their deals, where they're still a SPAC. They came out at $10, they raised whatever they raised, and they've announced a deal or haven't even announced a deal as far as a private company taking them over, and they're in the process of trying to get their deal done. There are those SPACs, okay? Then there are the SPACs who've got their deals done and are no longer SPACs anymore because they have completed all of their necessary steps and are now trading as publicly traded companies. Now that's where my companies come in, the ones that I keep telling you about. These are all former SPACs that are now publicly traded companies. SoFi being Exhibit A. All right, Matterport and others. Okay. Articles that I'm seeing out there that are talking about SPACs are trying to tell the world how bad SPACs are doing, based basically on how they're not able to complete deals right now. There have been about 10 or 12 deals that were announced as deals, where a SPAC had made an announcement saying, oh, a private company called so-and-so is going to take us over. We're going to become known as such and such. 12 of these proposed mergers have been canceled and are no longer happening. And disappointing, of course, people, but hey, the SPAC world is a different world today compared to a year ago, thanks to the SEC and all of its gyrations against SPACs. And there are reporters out there who are zeroing in on that. They're zeroing in on this narrow area of all the SPACs that have been created in the last 3 years. There are 12 now and counting that haven't been able to make a deal yet and have had deals cancel out on them after deals were announced. Well, that's to be expected. And of course, in this environment of the markets now, with possible interest rate hikes and supply chain issues and what have you, we're noticing it. By the way, these same reporters, they don't mention one other glaring fact. The fact is that in the last 2 months, how many IPOs have come out? There are almost none. There are no IPOs coming out right now. They're almost dead in the water. Many IPOs have been postponed or have been held back because the folks on Wall Street also know this is not the time to try to bring out a new publicly traded company and try to hype a new stock in a new business, because the market is just not in the mood right now for new stuff. So, but they don't talk about that. They conveniently leave that out of the equation at the moment. And they are highlighting the hard times that SPACs are having, as opposed to how IPOs have also stopped dead in their tracks. BR1onic, but Mr. B, I'll say, welcome to the channel as a member of the channel. Thank you for joining in. Nice to have you here. Great to see new members joining all the time here. So the articles coming out on SPACs are very negative, and there's a lot of examples about how SPACs are trading under the $10 level since their deals have been done, and other SPACs are under pressure from where they're at. Now, the article also, an article I did read today, went on to talk about problems, actually not necessarily SPAC problems. The deals themselves aren't the issue. The problems are coming from all of the financial entities that have created SPACs in the last year. As you well know, There are a number of entities out there who have created more than one SPAC. They've created 3, 5, 7, 8. And these entities make fees and make profits once they can get SPACs merged with private corporations onto the exchange, out and trading with pipe financing. And then when their shares become free trading, they can sell off their stock that they're paying way less for than you and I are paying, and they're making their profits. Problem with these deals, though, is if the shares don't perform and they go under $10 a share and they trade at 5 and 6 and what have you, these guys' expected profits just aren't there. And now they have problems with their pipe financiers from a credibility point of view, because they've gone back to institutional investors over the last 2 years to say, we're going to create a SPAC to take over private companies. We got a whole bunch of clients lined up. Why don't you throw 100 million towards us, maybe 10 million a deal for 10 different deals, and here we go. And the deals like DraftKings worked out beautifully, and others have done all right, have had their day. And these pipe financing outfits, these institutions that finance pipes, were going, this is great. We're putting in 10 million bucks into 10 different deals, a little diversification here. And we gave this group 10, 20 million. We gave these guys 10, 20 million, these guys 10, 20 million. And they're out there creating SPACs and working deals. And these shares are $15, $20, $25, $30. And, we're making money here. But except for the ones where they aren't making money. And when one goes down to $5 from $10, they're down 50% on a SPAC. And now the other one that is up 50% is only compensating for the one that lost 50%. And if you've got 10 SPACs that you've invested in as an institution, and 3 are up, and 3 are flat, and 4 are down, you might not be making a whole lot of money here. And now you're starting to sell one to compensate against the other. Because you want to have a return to your fund or to your investors. If you're a hedge fund or whoever the institution is, they want to show their backers, we invested in 20 different SPACs, and all in all, we're up 15%. Well, the reason you're up 15% is because you sold your winners to lock in your gains to compensate for the losers you're still carrying, hoping that they'll come back. This brings me around to what I want to talk to you about. It's a long way around, but I'm here. Why did Matterport go from $37 to where it is now, 11, 12 bucks? Why is SoFi not going back to $25? It was $25. It went down to 11, 12 bucks. Announced the bank charter, sitting at 15, 17. Why isn't it back to 25? Why is it that Matterport, not Matterport, but why is it that 23andMe is at 5 instead of 10 or 15? Why is it that, and remember, M23 was mentioned casually by a money guy, a hedge fund manager, said, I like this 23andMe stock. It was around $89, and it went all the way to like 13, 14, 15 bucks, and now we're back to $5. Why did it do that? And it's coming clearer and clearer and clearer, because I keep mentioning on this show to you, why is it that these SPACs keep getting hammered? Why are they backing off when prospects look so good? And some of you are saying, that's because all these releases are coming, all of these insider releases, and all of these trading restrictions are being lifted as time goes by. And sure enough, what are we noticing? According to this article, I'm reading between the lines in the article. I'm going, I get it. Sure, if you're a institution and you were brought into 20 SPACs at 5 million a SPAC or 10 million a SPAC, however much money you put into these, as a pipe financer at 10 bucks a share, you need 10 bucks or more to make money. And you are responsible to billionaires that have funded your multi-billion-dollar hedge fund, and you've taken $200-300 million of those billions and put them into SPACs. It's just a little smattering of, trying to take some shots over here. You want to show to your backers that you're a very good money manager, and that you're a prudent money manager, and you're not a riverboat gambler that risked everything on, something that's pie in the sky. And as long as the SPACs are showing a 20, 30% overall profit margin, you were a god and you didn't want to have a scenario where you're losing money for your investors. Well, out of the 10, 20, 30 SPACs you bought, some of them made deals, some of them lost deals, some of them are still waiting to make deals. And you're going to sell your winners to cover up on the losers. And all of a sudden, I can see, yeah, sure. So Matterport goes to 30, 33, 35, 37. Why wouldn't pipe financiers who now get a 10% release or a 20% release or 30% of their shares released for trading, why wouldn't they sell these shares now at these levels, all the way down into through the 20s, into the teens, all the way down here? We're getting closer and closer to the $10 number for Matterport. Why wouldn't you do that? And it now makes sense. I can see what they're up to. They're locking in a gain in their portfolio. They've sold a third of their shares. They have an average of $17, let's say, from 30 all the way down to 15 or less. They have a $17 net price, and they're saying to their backers, "Yeah, we bought 5 million Matterport dollars worth, and we've taken 6 million out, and the remaining money we have in there, they're all free. We're locked in. We got a locked in 20% gain. We can hold the rest of this Matterport for as long as we want." There are others who have not yet got to that point. There are others, I will bet you, that may have bought more Matterport on the open market to average up higher as the market ran along. And then they started to sell, and they need to sell a whole lot more to break even. Again, I'm guessing that this is what's going on. And maybe with SoFi, 270 million traded yesterday on SoFi, 180 million the day before. It's 450 million shares of SoFi trading hands. Now, come on. Why would 450 shares of volume not move the shares of SoFi from 12 to 20? Why would they only go from 12 to 16? What was it yesterday? High of the day, 1647. Why did they only go up about $4? Really, for something on 250 million or 450 million shares of volume. What's wrong with the company? There's nothing wrong with the company. It's actually not a SoFi problem. It's not a SoFi business plan problem. It's not a SoFi being written up by analysts who think this is a good thing that they got a bank charter. That's not the problem at all. Those are all good things. The problem SoFi has is that SoFi raised $2 billion on pipe financing at $10 a share when they did their merger, when they merged in. They went public with $2.4 billion of cash in their accounts to grow their business, which they are doing. They have 3 million customers now. They're likely to increase their customers by 50% this next 12 months. The thinking is 4.5 million customers by next year. This is not a SoFi problem. The problem is it's the shareholders, not every single one of them, but certain shareholders that put up pipe money are selling stock here in the millions and have been for months to cover losses of other SPACs. That's my hunch is what's going on, is that the winners are being sold to cover the losers. And we're talking about Spire Global at 250 a share. We're talking about ATIP at 3 something. We're talking about all kinds of other SPACs out there that are trading between $2 and $5 a share. Dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of them out there. Dozens of them. Some of which have very little money, and some of them which have a lot of money in their bank accounts. There was a number of reports been made in the last little while that the SPACs that closed, let's see, the last 50 SPACs that closed their acquisitions, right? I'm just using a general number, right? None of which are the ones we follow, by the way, just so you know, because the ones that I've been following with you, they closed their deals back in the summertime. But the last 50 or so SPACs, a number of them have run into a common problem, and that is the shareholder vote comes up where you do the final roll-in of the company, and at $10 a unit, everybody that paid $10 a unit, they have a choice to make on that shareholder vote, whether or not to vend in with this business or not. And if they say no, they can request their $10 back. And there were a number of investors out there, and I'm saying retail investors, friends of these companies that took SPACs public. Many of these investors who had done really well 2 years ago when SPACs first started off, where the $10 deal was done and the vend-in was put together and the stocks were 12, 15, 20, $25. These folks made a killing. They were buying $10 units, selling off their warrants, selling off their shares, and cashing in 12, 15, $18 a unit each and every time. And they are just amassing up millions and millions in gains, and they were just rolling the dice to go back into 10 more brand new SPACs and 10 more brand new SPACs. And so SPACs had no problem raising $300 million at $10 a share, 200 million, 150 million, 350, 400. All kinds of SPACs were heavily funded at $10 a unit, and then they were out shopping for a private company, along with PIPE financing. And the PIPE financers from 2 years ago, the first PIPE financers, they did beautifully. How many hedge funds were approached, and pension funds and other high growth funds, aggressive growth funds, were pumping, 5 million in each deal. Well, I'll give you 5 million for every SPAC you bring out. And the word was out. You got a SPAC, you got $5 million in PIPE financing. I don't care what it is they do. It doesn't matter to us. We want to be into 50 of them. And from 2 years ago, all those PIPE financers bought into those deals, and then after 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, they got their release of shares, and they were selling shares at a profit because the market kept on rolling and kept on rolling and kept on rolling. And you notice what happened to the Dow and what happened to the NASDAQ, and what happened to the S&P 500, new record highs through the Trump administration into the Biden administration, record highs. And so the SPAC game was great. It was growing, and it was pumping money, and it was pumping profits. So the deals that we've been following closed. The PIPE financing was put together, and they went public with a lot of cash. But in the last few months, prior to right around the end of the year here, so October, November, December, when SPACs were closing back then, we noticed a trend begin to happen. And that's where these $10 investors, these SPAC investors, were noticing that their shares weren't performing on the open market very well. And they started to pull their $10 deals out. And the PIPE investors were still stuck in there, and they were committed to the deal, and they stuck with these deals. And these companies went public, but with way fewer shareholders than one thought, and way less money than the thinking was, because the original deal would have been $200 million in the SPAC bank account and $300 million in the PIPE bank account, $500 million cash. Let's go forth and multiply. And these deals were actually listing with $50 million in SPAC money and $200 million in PIPE money. They have $250 million, not $500 million. Or they had $300 million, not $500 million. There were shortages, and this meant that these new listed companies didn't have the amount of cash they thought they were going to have to make deals that they wanted to make, mergers, acquisitions, what have you, and retarded their growth prospects. And here we are now, where SPAC shares, former SPACs, are trading below the $10 level. And the PIPE financiers who got in after the first wave, the second wave, the third wave, every 6 months another bunch kept coming and coming. Most of the SPACs went public in the last wave. That's how this usually works. We had a huge surge of SPACs come out, and then the SEC did the clampdown. And the clampdown delayed all kinds of mergers, acquisitions, and closings. It made financing a nightmare. It made the legals a nightmare, and it delayed the closing of deals, of which some of which were ours. And now you want to do a SPAC now? Oh, the rules for a brand new SPAC are so onerous. The SEC is almost trying to tell SPAC operators, don't bother bringing a SPAC to us. Don't bother trying to get approved, because we're going to make it so unbearable for you guys that you're not going to want to do it. They're in effect shutting down the SPAC market without saying they're shutting it down. They're just making it a regulatory nightmare. And so we're noticing now proposed mergers falling apart that are being, both parties are walking away from each other. I sense the next stage will be SPACs that will go through their 24-month window and not able to close the deal, which is I think what the SEC is wanting. And there will be perhaps, I'm not guaranteeing it, but in this next 6 months to a year, we may find 5, 10, 50, 70 companies that give back all their money to their $10 investors and delist, because these entities will be wound up and shut down because they can't make a deal, because the SEC has made it so impossible that deals can't be closed. I'm just speculating. Now that could mean that billions and billions of dollars committed by institutional investors for pipe financings will also go back to these guys because the dollars are held in trust and so on. Well, where will that money go? It has to go somewhere. They need a return. They need to invest in deals. They need to show their investors that they're on top of the market, that they got their money working for them. Where's it going to go? If we're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars that are now orphaned, you go to where companies are successful. Now, to me, I'm wondering if SoFi, with 450 million, whatever number of shares, 400 plus million shares traded in just 2 days, if we trade another 100 million today, that's 500 plus million shares in 3 days. Is that the turnover? Is that basically all of it? Have we, in effect, had all the pipe financiers who want out get out, and there's nothing left to sell, and the shares are now held in actual investors' hands, retail investors and institutional investors looking to buy into the bank story, SoFi's bank story? They have bought up all the stock from these loose-handed, financially distressed backers of SPACs that have now been blown out of here, because you can only sell what you got. You're not going to short SoFi to raise more money against your other losers. And now you got to put up margin. You got to put up, no, you can't do that. You have 1 million shares of SoFi and you need that $15 million at $15 a share to cover losses of $50 million in 5 other SPACs that you've put in there. This 15 million will cover up 15 of the 50. You still have 35 other million problems that you got to deal with. You're not going to short SoFi at 15 to try to find more money because you haven't got it. You're scrambling to cover your problems now. Again, I am throwing this at you all to give you an idea of why is it that these SPACs won't double in price right now? Why is it that Matterport is right back down to where it was a few months ago when it reached $37? Why would people want to be getting out of a company that is growing their base and growing their business and being touted by the insurance companies and touted by construction, the reconstruction market? The contractors out there love Matterport and the 3D metaverse world that it's entering. And we're hearing all kinds of positive news about Facebook and Matterport and the metaverse and Matterport. It's all positive. The stock's dropping. You're selling the winners. That's what's going on there. The winners are being sold to fund the losers. And this is where I think this is going. But it can only go as long as you've got stock to sell. As soon as you sold your stock, you can't pick on that stock anymore. You've blown your wad. You're out. You're gone. Shares are now held by investors who are here for the longer haul. So you were here for the short flip. You got your flip on a winner, and you're gone. Now, maybe you thought you'd get $30 to $40 on your SoFi, and you're getting 15. Maybe that's the street. That's what the reality is on the street. Again, the markets only go up when there are more buyers than sellers, right? Why are there more sellers than buyers on a stock like SoFi that just concluded the most anticipated news of almost any SPAC ever created? No other SPAC has nailed a deal that is as significant as the SoFi bank charter announcement. This is the creme de la creme of an announcement that any company could ever make, that we got a bank charter for the United States banking system. This is mega huge. Stock's at $14.98 right now. Makes no sense. It shouldn't be at $14.98. It's traded $2.8 million this morning. The stock should be at $20 a share. It should be $25 by now. It's been 3 days. It's not like no one knows about it. What's the deal? Where's this paper coming from? I keep asking you, and I've asked nonstop since the announcement was made 3 nights ago, when it couldn't even break into the 1450 range. On the night they made the announcement, it went from the 12 to the $14 level and just sat there, and it wasn't going anywhere. It traded millions of shares in the after hours, millions. And I'm asking, where in God's green earth are millions of shares coming from to sell SoFi stock in the aftermarket after the banking announcement? What, how is this possible? Well, we'll do the math. 180 million traded the first day, 200 million yesterday, so it's 380, about 400 million shares. We've had 50 more in pre-market, post-market, 450 million shares, and at $15 a share, that's $7 billion. Now, I'm going to say half of it is selling of legitimate shareholders. The other half of that money is the turnover. Stocks is turning over. It's a day trader's dream, SoFi right now. It's very active, very liquid. You can buy and sell 1,000 shares like this. Buy at $14.98, sell it at $14.99. Buy it at $14.98, sell it for $15. Sell it for $15.02, buy it for $15. 2-3 cent flips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cent flips are being done by thousands of day traders and have been for 3 days. Some of you are watching me here. Some of you know someone who's doing this. They're trading, they're flipping 500 shares at a time. They're flipping 100 shares at a time. They're flipping 5,000 shares at a time. So half of these $7 billion is just flipping. That's all. It's just money turning over. The 3 billion, my hunch is possibly 3 billion, maybe a third of that is coming from pipe financiers, maybe more. And this is where I'm wondering, okay, they put up 2 billion in pipe financing to get this thing through. And they've had stock released bit by bit, and I bet you they're selling it under pressure because they're using this liquidity to cover other problems. And their problems are much larger. I mean, they put 2 billion into SoFi, maybe $1 billion of it has been put in by institutions that have got 5 billion other problems. And that's what I'm wondering about, is that our institutional investors who put a bunch of money into SoFi caught where they're upside down 5, 8, $10 billion, having financed hundreds of SPACs, hundreds of them. And SoFi is one of the shining stars out there with liquidity where they can raise millions of dollars quickly without really affecting the market in a second-to-second way, but they're affecting the market in another way. The stock isn't at $30 right now, which is, of course, detrimental to these pipe financiers, because if these pipe financiers weren't selling all the SoFi stock to raise cash right now, the stock would be at $30 a share, and their portfolios would be much larger in value because they didn't keep the stock down at 15. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy on the negative is what I'm throwing at you. So I'm going to throw this old man rant at you, just to get you to think, going, oh, maybe Bruce, he could be onto something. This could be the reason why certain SPAC stocks, former SPACs that had done well, are now under pressure and are not doing as well. And it's not the companies themselves. It's not a SoFi issue. It's not a Matterport issue. It's a pipe financing and original investor of the stocks, of the SPACs. It's that issue. And of course, with 300 or 400 SPACs having gone public in the last 2-3 years, we've got ourselves a situation where there could be 100, 150 of these SPACs that are not performing as people had anticipated. And it isn't just SoFi alone can't solve the problem, because they don't have enough SoFi stock to cover all their losses on every SPAC they've invested in. Matterport couldn't solve everybody's problem. It's possible that the Matterport run into the 30s and back, maybe Matterport took care of 8 to 10 other SPAC problems. And it's possible that SoFi is taking care of 20 to 40 to 50 other SPAC problems, allowing companies to break even or have an acceptable loss that they can carry without too much bloodletting. But hundreds of SPACs, you need dozens and dozens and dozens of winners like SoFi to cover the whole thing. And there aren't dozens and dozens and dozens of winners at the moment, not that I see. I don't know. And is this why in the last month or two or three, we're not hearing very much about new hot SPAC deals coming out? The only one we've heard about is the Trump SPAC deal. And it's got all kinds of issues around it, and it hasn't closed anything. There was a proposed maybe deal coming, which hasn't even been proposed. There is no deal on the table because I don't think that thing can pass the mustard test with the Democratic White House. Democrats running the SEC. This deal isn't going to happen. You're going to have to wait for the midterms, and it'll have to be a complete whitewash for the Republicans in the House and the Senate. And even then, you're not going to get anywhere with the SEC because why would Gensler be kicked out of the SEC? He's not going to get kicked out of the SEC. The president isn't going to fire this guy. So even that deal, as well as it's done, I will bet you, if you could get into the inside of the trading of that deal, would it be surprising to you that perhaps a whole bunch of backers of that SPAC deal at $10 a share, those units, have been selling out as that stock took its run, and they used that cash, all those profits, to carry the losses of hundreds of other deals that they were speculating in, and they're still upside down. I ask you, I wonder. Anyway, we'll find out down the road. We'll know, but at this moment, we can't get these answers. I don't know if we'll ever get these answers. It might take several years for us to fall out. But I'm just speculating with you here in real time. What's the deal now? What's the upside of SoFi after all this doom and gloom? What's the upside of SoFi? What's the upside of Matterport? What's the upside of 23andMe and all the other SPACs, all the 8 that I follow, the 8 SPACs that I cover, the former SPACs that I've talked to you guys about? What's the dealio here? Well, between Rocket Lab, SoFi, Matterport, ME, Spire, ATIP, SmartRent, and Cyxtera, what is going to be the outcome here? Well, my thinking is the guys who wanted out of these entities are out. Those who needed to sell to cover other mistakes elsewhere, they've been selling for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months already. This didn't just start yesterday. And it certainly didn't start with SoFi 3 days ago. They've been dumping SoFi when it was $25, 24, 23, 22, 21. They were dumping back then because we were asking ourselves, why would it go to 25 twice and come back down? Why would it do that? Why would SoFi do that twice? Now it can't even get to 20. I mean, what's this? With hundreds of millions of shares traded. What? Well, now I think we now know. But I think that they're all running out of ammo. I think that they're all out of ammo here. I will say this: if Spire were to go to $15 and then go to $20 really quickly, there would be an army of these guys waiting to dump their stock. But I have a feeling that maybe that's why Spire did what it did. It was a $15, $16, $17 stock. Spire comes out with an announcement: we're taking over a Canadian publicly traded company to add their business to our business, to add their followers to our followers. We're in the satellite management business, and we're taking over this competitor of ours. And it's mainly a cash deal because we got the money, going to buy them for $130 million, and then it's 1/10 of a share for every share they had. So it's not a lot of stock. There's not like a lot of dilution here. And the Spire stock plummets from $15, $18 to $7, $8, and now here we are at $2.40 a share. It's not a Spire problem. It's a Spire shareholder problem. It's the SPAC pipe financing guys and the SPAC buyers. They're the ones who got caught with other problems, and they were using the Spire success story as their way to cash in. And when Spire began to unwind and come down and down, they panicked and sold out as quick as they could. And they've crushed the stock. In effect, they've hurt themselves way more than they should have, but that's what they've done. The question we've been wondering is, when will the SPAC, the selling on Spire end? When do we run out of this stock? Because down here at 240, are these guys still selling at a 75% loss if they got in at 10? Are they dumping it here? Because yesterday we had 780,000 more shares go through. When are they done? Because once they've finished selling off their stock, it's over. And I've been wondering about ATIP. You'll remember, those of you who follow me here regularly, you'll know how I talked to you guys back in November. What was the date here? We went. It was November the 10th. November the where were we down here? Hang on. In October the 27th, we're 270 a share, and by November 16th, we're 440 a share, and we had over 30 million trade in one day on ATIP. And then we did it again. We had very quiet volume, a little here, a little there, here, a little there. We backed off all the way down to like 301 on January the 10th, 11th, and then whoops, 375 a couple of days ago. And we've been holding ever since with another big bunch of paper going through. And I speculated back then and just now, do you think that someone is buying up all the stock that someone wants to get rid of? And sure enough, I bet you that's what's happened. I think a pipe financer, a pipe holder of stock of ATIP, threw in the towel and said, "Hey, look, I got 25 deals here that I'm dying on. I got to sell all kinds of them. I got to sell all kinds of paper off." And on ATIP, there was a buyer willing to take them out. And it wouldn't surprise me if the buyer that took them out was connected to the biggest pipe financer of ATIP and said, "Yeah, we'll take you out down here. We'll take you out." And the stock hasn't come back. It's still 367, 370 a share. It won't give up these gains from the low threes and into the twos. Spire, we haven't had it happen yet, but I'm wondering if we're about to. I ask you, Smart Rent 758, Sextera 1110. Sextera, everyone's up on Sextera, although it was under 10 for a while, and now we're over 11 on it. Let's see what we get. Again, I want to throw this to you because I want you to get the big picture of what are we dealing with here. Just because we're into 8 SPACs that I personally like, and I think they're funded with capital, they're going to do deals, they've done deals, they'll do more deals, they're growing, they're going to continue to grow. SoFi is an absolute home run winner. I think Rocket Lab, with their back orders of satellite launches, that continues to grow out. Rocket Lab's a winner. Matterport, I think, is an absolute winner. Corporately, a winner. ME, with the drugs that they're going to be working with, and the renewal with their deal with GlaxoSmithKline. This entity is long-term. It's a winner. ATIP and physiotherapy. Do you think everyone in the world does not need physiotherapy starting today? No, that's never going to stop. That business will continue to climb. Spire, managing satellites, continue to climb. Smart Rent with smart homes, smart apartments, smart condo complexes, smart hotels, and smart resorts. That business is huge. That's massive. And Sextera, server farms. Do you think server farms are out of favor? No. No, every government in the world is investing trillions of dollars into server farms to monitor what we're up to collect taxes. No, the server farm business is just fine. Thank you very much. And Spire will help get the server farms the data they need. And Rocket Lab will help the server farms and Spire to get the satellites up there to get the data that they need. No, there's no problem here with these 8 SPACs. Corporately, they're just fine. Stock-wise is the question, and when the day comes that these stocks have been turned over, that all of these shareholders have been flushed out, again, the loose-handed institution investors, the loose-handed speculators, the loose-handed short-term thinking hedge funds that were used to bank these guys, once they've blown off their paper, they've got other issues. They'll solve their other problems elsewhere because they can't use the paper here anymore. Then we're on our way. And this is why I ask, SoFi, are we just about there? We're 11 minutes away from opening, and we're sitting at $14.99 on 3.3 million pre-market volume. We're not doing 30 million pre-market volume. Now, is that a good or bad thing? Is it good because there isn't that much paper coming in? Or is it bad because there isn't that much buying interest coming in right now, and there's paper galore available between 15 and 15.50. I can't answer. Yesterday, it didn't matter. All the paper that came at the stock yesterday was gobbled up all the way to 1641. So uh, I believe that the buyers of SoFi now know this is a $30 to $50 paper with about a year from now. They know this is where it's going to go. But I also have a feeling that the institutions that are buying this $15 paper, they know who they're buying it from. They know exactly who it is. It's not retail investors. It's not you guys. They're picking off these hundreds of thousands of shares at a time, millions of shares, a million a minute, just millions of shares from distressed pipe financiers who are upside down on dozens of deals all over the place. And SoFi is the one winner they're using to finance their nightmares. This is my hunch. This is my guess. This is my take. Agree with me or not, up to you. But I think the long term is fine, but short term uncertainties remain. Welcome to the stock market. Welcome to the psychology of the market, where we try to outthink the other guy, and figure out what the hell is going on out there and why is it doing what it's doing. This is the way of this market. Look at the Dow right now, down 165. I'm happy it's down 165. I really am. I'm delighted. I don't want the Dow opening up 200 points in the first 15 minutes. We've had this game now all week. I'm sick and tired of this game. We're opening up and we're up 150 points and it's all great. And then the last hour, I don't want that. I want the reverse. I want a George Costanza. I want you to tell me you live with your parents and you're unemployed. I want to hear the truth, baby. Tell me how bad off you really are. What kind of a sad sack are you? Tuna on toast. Dow is down 170 points. I would like it to be down 500 right now. I want everyone disgusted and upset, throwing their stock out. That's what I want. These loose hands getting crushed. That's what I want. Because those of you who are in here as investors, you're doing this. This is what I want you doing. I want you to go ahead, you mad simpletons, and give up your paper and run away to your mommy and go cry in the corner because you can't take it. You can't handle the stress. Lose your butts and get out of here. You don't belong here. Come back later when the stock's 5,000 points higher, and then I'll sell you some stock because you'll be back. Oh, you saps will be back for another round, and we'll be here to give you all the paper you want. Don't worry about that. The S&P is down 33 points. NASDAQ down 166. By the by, the NASDAQ down 166. This is a nothing burger. We're down 1.09%. We're not getting the sellout. We're not getting this, I've had it with life. It's not happening. We're down 0.73 on S&P. We're down 0.5 on the Dow. This isn't bad enough, which is bad news, actually. These markets were down 3, 5, 800 points, 1,000 points on the opening. We really have something to talk about. A real correction, a real oversell situation. We're not getting it. We're not getting it. This old man is looking at this going, yeah, it's down 175 on the Dow. That used to be a big deal when the Dow was 8,000 points. But when the Dow is at 34,000 and to lose 175, this is a nothing burger, man. It is nothing. This can be reversed in 5 minutes. So I want to see what's going on here. Let's see it. Yeah, more sellers and buyers. Yes. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Friday. Let's see how this goes. SoFi is doing incredibly well. It really is. These markets are bleeding red. It's down 4 cents. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. 14.96 here on 3.4 million. That is pretty good performance. I'm not complaining about SoFi, not at all. People are using it as a bank account, as an ATM. I get it. That's what they're doing with Apple. It's what they're doing with Microsoft. It's what investors are doing with Google and all the FANG stocks. The FANG stocks are being used as bank accounts to fund mistakes. And there are pipe financiers who are into all kinds of SPACs, who sold their SPACs, the profitable ones, to cover up their mistakes. and they've run out of paper. Now they have to sell other stuff. They have to either sell their SPACs at a loss and write it off and confess to their backers, listen, I bought into 20 SPACs and 10 of them didn't work out. Or they've sold their winners, cashed in their winners and bragging about it, and carrying the losers and going, oh, we'll carry these guys. But they've sold other stuff that they've made money on. And that's where these highfalutin winners are getting hit as well. And this is why we're watching this market do this little dance where, stocks like Apple are down 79 cents today to 163. Goldman down 210 at 346, trading at 5-something times earnings. Cisco down 9 cents to 57.99, having gone all the way to 64. And Tesla having gone to 1,200, now at 992. We've got funds out there under pressure to offload paper to cover up faux pas, and they're trying to show their backers. You guys gave us a trillion, like $1 billion to manage, $5 billion to manage, $100 billion to manage. We're up 6% on our money. We really are. We're up 6% on our money. We're doing great. Yeah, we've got like 40 losers over here that we're kind of carrying right now. But as they recover, we'll offload those, and we're even with those losers, we're still up. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. There's that going on. They're writing contracts. Believe me, they are writing call contracts to bring in cash to cover up mistakes. That's what hedge funds also do. Don't forget, hedge funds write calls to bring in cash to cover overheads, salaries, and mistakes, and to make money. Believe me, that's what's happening. Longtime Netflix bear suggests stock sell-off is now overdone. You know what I find amazing is a Netflix stock. Netflix. I've been calling it dead money since it was $500 a share a year ago, because they kept raising their prices all the time on their subscriptions, and they just want to keep playing this game. The stock in the last year or so got into the high 700, like $700 a share, and was as low as about 480 back in May. This is just before today. 2 years ago, the shares were down in around the 320 range. 2 years ago, just kept going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Had some setbacks and went up 700. Now we're finding out that the shares are trading at whatever 400 something right now. I don't even know what they're trading at. I'm not even looking at it. Netflix. Was it NFLX? I don't even know the symbol off by heart. I have to look it up on another quote. The stock right now is 398.80, and after overnight and today, it's done this in such a short period of time. And there's analysts saying, "Oh, this is it. This is enough. This is bad enough." And I'm thinking, no. You get 6 months of this now. You're going to get 6 months of heartache. You're going to get 6 months of misery. You're going to get people questioning why this management should stay this management. You don't get off the hook in one day or 12 hours that the stock is off some 20-odd%. Well, that's enough. We've learned our lesson. We're okay. No, this stock can go to 200. Drop this little sucker. I was trading at 45 times earnings. I mean, come on. You're still way overpriced. The only way Netflix makes money is they either charge us more for the product or they cut their costs. Those are the two answers that Netflix has. What does Netflix make? Nothing. Do they make a watch? Do they make a computer? No, they broadcast shows. They used to send us DVDs in the mail, and now they've done it all digitally. They've got the golden goose that lays golden eggs. They had deals with all the major studios up until 5 years ago, where they were the only game in town, and we would just pay them $10 a month to watch their crap. And then they got into this business of making their own stuff, making their own content, because they began to figure out, we don't have anything to show if Disney pulls the pin on us. We don't have anything to show if Universal pulls the pin on us. If we can't show off all these old movies that Tom Hanks makes, we don't make money, because people will leave us and go somewhere else. So we've got to hire Tom Hanks or other stars and make content ourselves. Problem is, it costs money to make content, and not all content is a winner. And so they had winners, they had a few, but they had more losers than winners. And now the only way out is to keep raising the prices to us, to keep us funding them to make content like everybody else makes content, and hope that they get a winner. They're off substantially right now. You know what? Boo hoo, you guys. I have a membership with Netflix. Jen and I discussed it. We're canceling out. In Canadian money, we're paying over $20 a month for Netflix. Is it worth it? No, you're not worth 20 bucks a month. My cable bill used to be 20 bucks a month. You're not, you're one channel as far as I'm concerned. That's all you are. And that's all you'll ever be, is one channel. And guess what? You don't have NFL football. Jen doesn't care. It will dump you. You're gone. You're overpriced for what you deliver. And I don't care about Hulu, and I don't care about Disney, and I don't care about Amazon Prime, and I don't care about anybody else. We'll pick our spots. We'll be very selective about it, and we'll cut the cable and say thanks, but no thanks. I'm sick and tired of getting hit with all these commercials to watch content that I'm paying for. No, you're getting me on both ends, and now you've pissed me off. And so it's over. I'm sorry. Netflix, your day has come. You're going to have a year of misery now on your stock. It isn't a one-day sell-off. I'm sorry. No, you're not going back to 500 a share. It's over. That's just me. Anyway, there you have it. I'm just an old man. What can I say? We've got bells going, I am sure. Here we are. Larry, thank you, buddy, for hitting the bells. I've been on a rant all morning here. Loving it. Hope you're having fun. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you need the truth. I don't know anyone else going to tell you the truth, but I'll tell you the truth as best as I can. And if it's ugly, I'm going to tell you it's ugly. If it's pretty, I'm going to tell you it's pretty. And if it's puzzling, I'm going to tell you it's puzzling. And I'm going to try to figure out why is it so weird and so hard to predict what stocks are doing that should be doing something else. Look at SoFi right now, 1473. It's down 27 cents a share right now on the opening. This is not right. This is not right. They nailed their bank charter. The home run of announcements. Stock should be at 25 right now, should be on its way to 30 right now. It's at 1473. Volume at this point in time on SoFi, 6.8 million shares. That's not right. That ain't right. Not at all right. But that's what we got, and I'm going to bet you that 5 million of those are pipe financiers, bringing in $75 million already. 75 million right off the morning, right off the opening, to take care of billions of dollars in losses on all kinds of investments that they're carrying right now. Over leveraged everywhere else, probably into derivatives up to here. These guys are getting the brains handed to them. And don't be blaming retail investors for your troubles, you guys. You're the guys who are leveraging 40 to 1 on all kinds of investments out there. And you're the ones ordering the 300-foot mega yachts. You're the ones showing off your new Gulfstream jets on how fancy you are. You guys didn't earn it. You guys are just trying to trade your way to riches without building a damn thing. And when the markets fluctuate a little bit, you get caught. You lose. We have a 1-point loss on the Dow. That's a 40-point loss on your account. We have a stock go down $5. That's a $200 loss to you because you're 40 to 1 leveraged on off-market transactions. You deserve to get your brains handed to you. We here in the retail world are the real investors. We're the guys who put up cash to buy stock. We're the ones who stick around and wait it out. You guys are coming. You're here today and you're gone later today. We're going to hear about the goodbyes of all kinds of hedge funds in the next few months. There's going to be all kinds of them disappearing because I think they got their brains handed to them on all kinds of leveraged deals that they thought would come through for them and that aren't. Just a thought. Anyway, we're down 2 points on the Dow. Nothing serious at the moment. We'll see how this opening reacts. We're down 9 on S&P and we're down 40 on NASDAQ. I see the Dow now up 12 points at the moment. We'll see if that holds or not. It might be a bunch of Dow stocks that haven't opened yet fully. We'll watch for that and see what's going on. Fun times. Alberto, thank you, buddy. BA covered calls. Thanks, Tio. Thanks, Uncle. Boeing covered calls. How you doing on those? Where are we at on Boeing? Down 291. We're backing off again on Boeing. 230 earlier this week. We were at 227 a share. In the last month, they got as high as 227. They were going up, and then they've come right back down. How about those Boeing shares not doing well? And a call writer's dream to write against Boeing and on American Airlines and many others. Where are we at? We're down a nickel on Rocket Lab, nickel. SoFi is down 41 cents to 14.59, getting a little wash through here. This might not last long, though. We might be back to 15 here at any time. GameStop 103.85, up $1.18. We've been as low as $100.18. Couldn't break the 100. Now we're at 103.85. Is this a dead cat bounce? That's what I wonder. I was talking about this morning. 180,000 volume roughly on GameStop. We'll see if there's anything to it. Matterport 1070, down 53 cents. Selling winners to cover losers. ME down 2 at 463. Spire down 6 cents. So we'll call it down 4 cents now. ATIP up a penny. Smart Rent up 10 cents. Xterra down 19 cents. AMC 1827 up 20. Robinhood down 7 cents to 13.62. The Robinhood all-time high, just to remind you, was $85 in 2021 when they went public last year. I believe they went public in July, if I recall. Yeah, back in June, July. And they went from $32 up to $85. And now, how much Robinhood would you like at $13.59? How much you want? Because it's going lower. This thing's going to $5 a share. They are bankrupt. Robinhood does not have enough money to last. They will run out of cash unless they can raise more. My personal opinion, when you offer trading for free and have no services that make you money, I don't know where you're going. SoFi has services that make them money. Robinhood does not. Vanik, 79-cent gain to 277. Home Depot up 376 to 353. IBM up 26 cents, 131.08. The Dow up 3 points, now down 10. You tell me what's correct. Looks like we're down 5 points on the Dow. Microsoft up 83 cents. Apple up 68 cents. Goldman down 292 to 345. Cisco up a penny. Facebook up $1.20. Amazon down 35. Tesla down $9. Google down or up 18 on Google. That's where we are in the early indications this morning. 14.52 on SoFi. The low of the day on this stock is 14.47. Volume now on SoFi is 11.7 million. 8 million is pipe financiers getting out. Maybe they've now raised 100 million. Maybe they raised 100 million today to get out of Dodge. I don't know. They will run out of bullets. The stock will go to 30, but they won't be around to enjoy it. They'll have long been sold out. That's the deal. GameStop now down 92 cents at 101.75. The dead cat bounce got up to 103.94 on the first round. Now we're coming into round two. We've had 222,000 shares trade. This isn't heavy. Are we going to test the $100 level or bounce off of here to get somewhere, or what? We see patterns like this. Then the game plan is for option writers that you let the stock bounce up. It tops out at 105, 106. You write 105 contracts for next Friday. You let the stock go back down again to 100 or lower, and you buy your call back. Bounces back to 104, 106, 108. You sell 105s, 106s, 107s, 108s, 110s, whatever you want for next Friday. Stock bounces to $95. You buy your calls back. Pops back up to 102, 104, 105. You write 105, 6, 7, 8 calls for next Friday. Bounces back down. You buy your calls back. And you could be day trading this for the next week. That might be the game plan on GameStop. We're at 101.64 right now. We're going to hit the 100 level. We're going to break it. I expect it to be hit, and we'll break it. I can't tell you it won't do it because I don't see any announcement or any news out of GameStop that will prevent it from breaking 100 a share. If I saw it, I'd tell you, but I don't see it. Plain English, that's the truth. Let's see what's going on. How's everybody this beautiful day? Welcome, Beach Boy. Welcome, my friend. It's good to see you here. Damn it, Jim has been a member for 10 months. The news said there will be a shortage of cat litter. Now I'm worried. The hell with stocks. What's with that cat litter problem? Thank you, damn it, Jim, for being here. Alberto, thank you for that donation this morning in an ugly market. I appreciate that very, very much, as always. I love you guys. Thank you all for being here this morning. We have 242 thumbs ups in a crap day. We're down 26 on the Dow. We're down 38 on the Dow now. We're down 17 on S&P. We're down 78 on NASDAQ. Let's get this flush out over with. See what's going on. Good morning, Bagel Bruce. What's with the analyst downgrading Spire to 175 from 5? Can't tell you the exact reasoning. Can't tell you the thinking inside the analyst's head. But the analyst might be going, until these pipe financiers are cleaned out, Spire isn't going anywhere. Maybe that's the thinking. On the other end, the analyst might not be even aware of that kind of thought. The analyst might have more of a technical reason to think that the stock has more pressure on the downside than upside. Maybe the analyst is thinking, get this to 175 and that'll blow out all the loose hands. Then the stock can go back to $3-5. Maybe that's what the analyst is thinking. I have no idea unless the analyst tells us what they're thinking to tell you anything different. I have no idea. We're at 234 on Spire. It's a buy in my opinion, but I'm a long-term believer, not an overnight trader on this one. ATIP 362 down a nickel. I love this stock. I love the business they're in. You've got to just have the time frame to wait out your returns. Smart Rent is up 22 cents. There's a green here. It's Smart Rent, 780. It's one of the only stocks up right now. Sextera down a nickel. Rocket Lab down 27 to 946. SoFi down 67 cents to 1433. We've got GameStop $100, 86 cents. The low of the day, $100, 18 cents. That's been the low on GameStop. Matterport 1058 down 64. ME down 6 cents to 459. That's where we're at right now. Watching closely the GameStop to break 100 and see what kind of a dead cat bounce we get, if any. And SoFi 1432 right now is the last trade. 1431, the low of the day, 1428. So we're off 70 cents on SoFi. The volume now is 15 million. There you have it, 15 million on SoFi so far in 11 minutes. GameStop 101.02, down $1.65 on 270,000. If we can get a couple million shares of buying coming into GameStop, she could run to 120. 115.20, perfect opportunity to write options against the stock. Perfect. But at the moment, $100.92. I think we're going to test the 100 level first before we see a dead cat bounce, because really 103.94 this morning was not a dead cat bounce. So I'm not sure. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, I feel nothing but pain. Nothing's working out. Oh, no. Over $1 million a minute on SoFi. GameStop can't run and hold $5, laughing out loud. All kinds of speculation going on. What can I tell you? The market is doing what it's doing. The Dow's down 42 points. Is there a bloodbath happening on the Dow? Nope, there is not. We're down 23 on S&P. We're down 100 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is down 0.77. That's it. Not even a point. Not even a percentage point. The market is a complete casino right now. Matterport getting steelier. That I agree. 1048 on Matterport. ME 456. GameStop $100.68. SoFi 1435. And Rocket Lab 946. Where did these dead cats come from and why are they bouncing? Let's see. At least Spire's holding its own the last few days. My portfolio would have crushed completely if it was falling more. Say, what can I say? Lots to wonder. Not even a percentage point for 20 days in a row, a percentage point it makes. Let's see. It looks like it only takes 30 to 50 million shares to eradicate 2 great days of upward momentum. Let's go. Coyote, I know what I must do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Puts 99.99 bid in for GameStop. There you go. Live Law Bruce, I want to put my life savings into Baba. My cars, house, kids, and shoes into it. Is Alibaba a good investment? Jeez. No. Okay. Avoid. We're down 65 on the Dow, down 27 on S&P. We're down 132 on NASDAQ, down 215 on oil. There you go. Let's see. Hollywood independent film distributor admits stealing $30 million from BlackRock to buy a $14 million Beverly Hills mansion and a Tesla. Jeez. Oh, that's okay. We don't mind. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Where are we at now? SoFi 14.26 down 74 cents. SoFi volume is now 17.2 million shares, 1422. GameStop 99.32. There you go. We have broken the $100 barrier with a volume of 390,000 shares. That's all it took. There was no support for GameStop, no 5 million share buy block, no 10 million share buy block to stop it. There was nothing. 99.63 on 390,000 shares of GameStop. We have no volume to support the stock at 100 a share. Question now is, because we didn't trade 2 or 3 million shares to break 100, is there going to be a dead cat bounce over 100? 400,000 share volume right now is showing on GameStop at 99.63 last trade. 14.14 on SoFi, down 87 cents right now. So we're getting the red coming in to start the day off here. We've got Dow down 107 and S&P down 31, NASDAQ down 151. The question is just how far will the markets go until the buyers go, that's enough, I'm picking this stuff up. 99.98 on GameStop right now. Volume on GameStop 442,000. 101.04 on GameStop. Now the question is, this dead cat bounce, we're going to go to 102, 104, 106, and then back to 99 to 98, 95. Is this now the game? Are we going to see a pop up and a $10 drop, and a pop up and a $10 drop? Are we going to get that? If that's the game, you option writers know what you have to do. GameStop, $100.52 on 446,000 shares of volume. We've got SoFi 14.30 after hitting a low of 14.10 on SoFi. Eventually, there will be that one trade that will be too low for the market to bear, and the buyers will jump all over it. 14.35 on SoFi right now. GameStop $100.71. Volume 453,000. Where's the support? Where's the 5 million shares of buying power to keep the stock up here? There isn't any. I don't see it. That's the problem. GameStop, I don't know if there's going to be a dead cat bounce to 102 or 105. It might only be a 101, 102 dead cat bounce, not a 105 dead cat bounce. We might be heading to 90. I don't know where this swing is coming to or going to be at. I'm watching it, see what's given here. Do you write $100 calls right now against your SoFi to buy them back because the stock might back off to 90 this afternoon, this morning, in 10 minutes? I don't know. GameStop, $100.64. SoFi, $14.34 right now. The low of the day on SoFi, $14.10. SoFi now $14.28. GameStop, $100.64. $100.53. Volume 465, and only 465,000. Low of the day, 99.21 was the low trade on GameStop. Anyone scooping up any cheap stock? Anybody getting any? Is this the low? I don't know. Oh my God, I need a new baby. I need a new hobby. This isn't fun anymore, says John. 676 says, how many people are here? 676. Thanks for being here. We got to go through the weakness to get to the strength, and we got to see who's weak and who's strong. We got to find out. 14.37 on SoFi, 27-cent recovery from the low. SoFi volume is now 20 million shares. Are 15 million of these sellers being forced out? If that's the case, we've had $200 million in stock blown off by people who needed to get money. That's how that works, I guess. GameStop, $100.84, down $1.83. Volume 486,000. That's where we're at. We're down, and there you have it. Let's go. Spire down 9 cents. ATIP down 7. Smart Rent up 12. Sextera down 3. 23andMe down 10 cents. Matterport off 76. Rocket Lab down 32. So we're off pennies, not dollars. Here comes SoFi back down 14.18, coming back down again on now 21 million volume. All right. Let's see here. GameStop, $100.11, coming back to the 100 mark on 507,000. 507,000 volume at 100 a share, $100.25 a share. My wallet is in flames, says John. Bruce, how do I make money in these markets? You write call options against weak stock and buy them back for less money. And GameStop is yelling at you to write $100 calls right now. GameStop is yelling at you. Write $100 calls and buy them back for less in minutes from now, hours from now. That's what it's telling me. That's what I see. It's not lying. Mark's not lying to me. I don't think it's lying to me. That's what the market is screaming at me right now. GameStop is at $100.69. Options for GameStop right now for today's expiry. My quotes are behind, so I can't tell you what it really looks like. The 100s were $4.15 to $5 this morning. I don't know where they are now. Next week's contracts, the 100s were $8 or $9 each. I don't know where they are right now. The stock's down $2.50 at $100.10 on GameStop. $100.10 down $2.57 on a volume of 519,000. There is no serious support, buying support. There's no 2-3 million shares of buying here to stop the stock from falling. 99.63 on GameStop right now. We just broke through 100. I don't know what those puts and calls are doing because my machine is behind by 15 minutes. And right now in this market, that's way behind. The 100s are 235, says Michael. Big Bear says painful. Let's go. It's not much on premium, says Coyote. Let's see. It's going to go lower, says Auntie. Now that we broke 100, I have no clue where the bottom will be, says Coyote. 99.50 right now on GameStop. 99.50. 14.11 on SoFi. The low on SoFi now, 14.10. We're at it again on 22 million shares at this second in time. Coyote, 69 bid. Let's go. Let's see. Reactions brutal. Did they announce VHS tapes are coming back? Question mark. For Netflix, I'm buying 14.50 SoFi calls for next Friday, says Cheddar Stacks. Let's see. Why will no one buy my SoFi options at 3 cents? Why won't they buy them? 14.16 on SoFi, 99.16 on GameStop, 98.86 on GameStop. Falling, 98.58, the low of the day, 580,000 volume. No volume, still falling. Matterport down 84 to 1038. ME 451 down 13 cents. Aspire down 13 cents. HIP down 9 cents. Smart Rent up 8. Xterra down 1 penny. Rocket Lab down 37. SoFi 14.18. GameStop 98.86. Low of the day on GameStop 98.58. Volume 589. Not even a million shares of trading on GameStop. SoFi 14.22. The low was 14.10. 23 million volume on SoFi so far today. That's what I'm watching. Let's see. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, says Coyote. Good morning, folks, from Bill. Good morning, sir. Let's see. Sheddersack says 13.15s are better to get. Looks like repeated car crashes every day. DQ is wondering about every day the same car crash in slow motion. 14.14 on SoFi, down 86 cents. GameStop 98.67. 98.90, 98.15 on GameStop. I'm showing another drop on GameStop. 98.15, 98.21. New lows being set at 98.02 now on GameStop. Still falling, down 4.66. 98.01, going to go under 98. I don't know if there's enough support, even at the stink bid of 98.01. I don't know if there's enough support to hold it. 620,000 volume, it's coming in. The lower it goes, the more volume will come in for sale until the sellers run out of gumption to want to unload it, and the buyers will jump in to take the bargain and go the other way. 98.03 right now, just hanging around this 98 level at the moment. There's a little battle here to hold it. Didn't last. 97.95. We've just broken through 98. 97.61 has already been touched. 639,000 volume. There wasn't a million shares of support at 98 either. 97.44 again. We're jumping everywhere on GameStop. Dow is down 59, 70 points now. 70 on the Dow, 31 on S&P, NASDAQ down 169. SoFi 1404, 1405, low of the day 1403. Just touched that on 24.5 million volume. SoFi still has stock coming in right at this point in time. We're talking about 25 million volume, 13.99 on SoFi, 25 million shares with a $14 price. We're talking about $400 million worth of stock. It's coming up. There's buying, but they're selling at $14. The low of the day now, $13.95 on SoFi. 25.5 million trade at $14 a share, down $1. GameStop 97.14. The low 97.10 on GameStop now. That is the low. 97.10. We're at 97.12, down 5.55 on GameStop. No dead cat bounce rally yet has been witnessed on GameStop. Are we going to see $10, $15 spreads between lows and highs all day long? I don't know. It could be just down $2, up $1, down $2, up $1, down $2. That could be the pattern. 96.69 GameStop, 96.69. This is the low of the day, 700,000 volume. Even a $5 drop from the 101 level did not bring in a million shares of buying. That's a tell. That is a tell of weakness. ME down 15, Spire down 12, ATIP down 11, SmartRent up 3, Sextera down a penny, AMC down $1.29. It's falling, 16.78. Robinhood down 33, Vanik down 245, Home Depot down 178, IBM down 13, Dow's down 98 points. Microsoft down 350, Apple down 120, Goldman down 220 to 345, Cisco down 48, Facebook down 348, Amazon down 62, Tesla down 25, Google down 44 cents. Anyone write calls this morning on GameStop? If you did, are you looking to buy them back? Are you seeing profits already? 95.40 on GameStop. 94.39 is the low. We're now at 96.49. We're jumping around here quite a bit on GameStop. 94.39 low, $95 last trade. Jumping around on 775,000 shares. Matterport down 99 cents, ME down 14, SoFi 13.91 now. 13.67 was a low. A little bounce back from the 13.67 low. On SoFi, volume 29.5 million. We've still got heavy volume. 30 million at $14. $420 million worth of stock trading going on SoFi. Got to wonder how many of those are being sold by pipe financiers and others getting killed on other investments and using SoFi as an ATM to bail themselves out or avert disaster. I don't know. SoFi 13.88 down 112, low of 13.67. GameStop 94.69, the low of 94.11 on 852,000 shares. That is where we are at, kids. It ain't pretty, but it is what it is. Let's see. Nelson, my first think on SoFi was 18.98, and we know what happened since then. I moved ME shares into margin at 12. We know what happened. I need the summer of Nelson to do the opposite. The summer of Nelson. Coyote, my girlfriend's going to kill me now. She's going to beat me. Uncle Bruce, T-Jack, good morning. Is it wise to sell my 1,000 shares, I'm up right now, of SoFi and buy SoFi 20s for January 24 leaps instead, and then write covered calls against those? What do you think about that? These are thoughts, but you're talking about way out of the money on leaps. I don't know if you want to be that far out. You can't write calls against 20s for quite some time. 1367 is a low on the stock. 1389 is where we're at. I don't know if this is the low. I was not expecting SoFi to ever see $13 prints again with the news 2 days ago, 3 days ago. But we are in a market that is just getting hammered out there on the Dow and elsewhere. I don't know if I want to be buying leaps that far out of the money. I really, you might be more interested, might be better off on a January 23 and 15s rather than 20s. But again, I don't even know if I'd want to be doing that. SoFi doesn't expire. The stock is dirt cheap, in my opinion. Where it's going, I think it's much higher, but SoFi has a shareholder problem, not a corporate problem. That's my hunch at the moment. All right. Look at the red line on GameStop. Good Lord, on like 500,000 volume. Look at the GameStop, 97.02, the low 94.11. We got a bounce coming on right now. You might want to look at writing 100s. If the shares get close to 100, you might want to write 100s and buy them back in minutes. 96.27, you might want to write 98s. You want to write 97s. I don't know what you can write. Can you write these kinds of contracts? I don't know if they even exist. They might be in $5 increments. You might be limited to writing 100s and 95s and 90s and so on. I don't know. All kinds of activity going on here between now and next week. Oh my gosh, have we got activity? Lots of activity here. Let's go. Stop buying SoFi. It'll go lower into the 12s. They want to crush this. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What else are we at here? Got to move forward here. We're at 1398 on SoFi. Low of the day, 1367. Volume, 32 million. GameStop, 97.92. Low of the day, 94.11. Trading now on 1,090,000. We finally hit a million. 96.97 now on GameStop. Low of 94.11. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. I got another 100 GameStop. Beach Boy says at 98.78 to 97.33 had to be done. Sorry, Grandmaster, buying up the cheap stock. I hear you. I hear you. You'll write on them later. Don't worry. You'll be writing on them. Let's go. SoFi $10 leaps. About those, there's some potential there. 97 right now on GameStop at this second. Watching, trying to stay up on my machines. 96.75 now on GameStop, coming back down again. 13.88 on SoFi, low of 13.67. 13.87 on SoFi. 32.5 million traded on SoFi. What's the thought on Matterport? 10.35 a share right now. There are supply chain issues failing to meet for their previous earnings now, reducing the cost of their cameras, even though supply chain issues are causing them not to. Don't know. Haven't heard. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Out of powder at SoFi now. I'm an idiot. I know. It's all right. It's all right. Let's go. Let's go. Anyone paying attention to Matterport? DWAC taking a dump with 1.4 million volume. Sell the winners to fund the losers. SoFi 1382, low of the day 1367, volume 33 million. GameStop 9681, 9715, 9695, the low 9411. We might be in a little dead cat bounce right here. This might be all there is. It'll go lower. I don't know. Let's see. The Dow down 97. That's the low of the day. S&P down 41. And NASDAQ down 200. The NASDAQ now down 1.46%. S&P down 0.92. Dow's down 0.29. So the Dow is underperforming. It's actually overperforming the other markets by not dropping as much. But the NASDAQ is down 1.5% practically at the moment. Okay. The VIX just hit 27.6. That's a new 41-day high. ME gunning for under 4. 447 is where I see it. And is there any chance that my SoFi 2250s will print today? Oh, Lordy Lou. What else is going on here? 913 on Rocket Lab down 60 cents. SoFi 1386, low of 1467. It's 19 cents off the low on 33.5 million. GameStop is now 97.20, volume 1.17 million on GameStop. I'm showing now 90, 720, 98, 12. I'm getting various quotes here. There might be a dead cat recovery on GameStop happening at the moment. Again, you might want to write 100s for today or for next week. Even the week after, you might take some serious premiums. Stock hits 90 today. You'll buy them back for cheap. I don't know. Just saying. I don't know. 97.41, 96.99 on GameStop. We are jumping all over the place. 1.18 million. Not enough volume to save it. SoFi 13.78 down 123. We are approaching the low of the day, 20 cents away. 34 million volume again. We're in that hood. I have had 4 cups of coffee. I haven't blinked in an hour, says Damn It Jim. I feel great. BW says Matterport's going under 10 today. You watch. It's 10:31. You're not that far off. Let's see. I sold Rocket Lab. I bought more SoFi at 13.79. I tried to give away my Spire $6 calls to a homeless guy for free. He said he didn't want them. What's with the dead cat, says Kareem. What's with the dead cat? SoFi 13.91, a little better. GameStop 97.94, a little better. Matterport 10.29, ME 446. Spire 229 down 14. ATIP down 11 to 356. Smart Rent finally went negative, down a penny. Cyxtera negative 3 cents. 13.94 on SoFi, 13.96 on SoFi after hitting 13.67. Coming on 34.4 million, 13.96 on SoFi. GameStop 97.88, trying a little rally again. The low of 94.11 on GameStop. Is this a dead cat bounce? If so, how far can it go? 97.70 right now on GameStop. The volume of 1.2 million. It's attracting a little more volume now. Volume will save it. Lack of volume will kill it. That is the deal. What can I say? Short volume on GameStop was up 12% yesterday from Wednesday, 47.4. And let's go. I have evolved, says Bill. Now it's a dead cow bounce from 10 stories up. Beef be a bouncing. That's the deal. 97.70 on GameStop. Is that real or not? I'm waiting. I'm trying to keep my machine updated here. 96.85 looks more likely on GameStop right now. 96.88, volume 1.24 million. SoFi 13.87. Backing up a little bit, the low 13.67. That is the buy, no doubt about it. The SoFi 13.87, that is a buy. 35 million volume at the moment. Let's go. Yeah, Cyxtera just chilling, waiting for everything to pass. Yep. Let's go. Yep. Some people can be so sensitive, says Mr. T to Coyote. GameStop 96.24. Volume now 1.29 million. The low is 94.11. 97.90 now on GameStop. We're jumping around like crazy. SoFi 13.90, a little better from 13.67. 35.5 million on SoFi. 922 Rocket Lab down 51. Matterport 1016 down 106. ME 446 down 18. Spire down 15 cents at 228. ATIP down 12 to 354. Smart Rent down a penny. And Cyxtera down 3 cents. AMC down $1.04 to 17.03. Robinhood down 55 cents. Vanik down 187. Home Depot up 347. IBM up 2 pennies. The Dow down 68, a little better. Microsoft down $1.19 at $300. Apple down 52 cents, 164. Goldman down 136, a little bounce here. Cisco down 40 cents, Facebook down $3, Amazon down 97, Tesla down 32, Google down $6. Royal Caribbean 78.66 down 252. Target down 556. JP Morgan down $1. Costco up 650. Walmart up 86. Nvidia down 548. Walt Disney down $10 to 137. American Airlines down 52 to 1624. Wasn't that $19 just last week? Yes, it was. American Airlines was $19 last week. 1624. Netflix 388 down $120 a share. The low 384, and it could go lower. It's still at 35 times earnings, and the earnings aren't there. Earnings are falling on Netflix. It's not trading at 34 times earnings. Those earnings numbers are going to be lower, which means the PE multiple is higher. Stock will drop further from here. Netflix isn't finished at 388, I'm sorry to say. DraftKings right at $20 a share, now $19.95. Moderna 161 down 564, reluctantly giving up pennies now from here. Intel up 25 cents, going to build a $20 billion computer chip factory in Ohio. Congratulations, Ohio, for a bunch of jobs going in there. Should be most interesting indeed. Auntie says, I just got some SoFi at $13.79. $13.80 right now on SoFi. The low of the day, $13.67. Volume 37 million. $13.84 on SoFi. The bargains are here on SoFi. GameStop 97.33 right now. 97.33 on GameStop. Down 5.34 on 1.32 million. Low of the day is still at 94.11. That is the low of the day on GameStop. Writing 100s, writing 95s might be what you need to do on writing options for next Friday. We might go to 80, 85. You want to take money off the table? Write contracts. If you have to roll, you have to roll. Stock is not showing you anything else as to what it's going to do. I don't know if 100 is a resistance level now. I don't know. Matterport down 110 to 1012. Spire down 14, ATIP down 13, Smart Rent down 11, Sextera down 5. More red coming in right now. Let's see. What's hoping for a good day today, but SoFi is not doing so good here, but I hope it's going to turn around. If any stock can do a turnaround, it would be SoFi. If any stock can have a green day of all the stocks out there, SoFi would be the one. The question is, how many millions will trade on SoFi before we get there? How many hundreds of millions do we have to go through before it's cleared out and we go? 37 million now today, 260 yesterday, 180 the day before. Pre-market, post-market trading, I'm sure we've traded over 500 million in the last 3 days. Apparently not enough yet to clean it out. So maybe we need 1 billion shares of trading to get SoFi cleaned out. I'm guessing maybe we only need 5 more shares to clean it out. I have no idea. There you have it. Let's see what's going on. If I wrote a sub 100 covered call on GameStop and had to roll it, would it seriously smash multiple monitors? I swear to God. Oh man. I don't know. We'll see what's going on, kids. I'm just trying to show you how to make money in a falling market. GameStop 96.61, down $6. 80 to 85 is possible. 105, 110 doesn't look as possible anymore. I want to be wrong. I really do. I want GameStop at 150. I want it at 250. But it's 96.95 right now, down 592. 1.35 million traded right now on GameStop. SoFi 13.84, down $1.16. Volume on SoFi 38 million at 13.82 last trade. We're 15 cents away from the low of the day at the moment. Will it reach a new low, or has this been done and now it pops from here? I like the odds of SoFi very much for upside. I do like the odds of SoFi. 96.58 now on GameStop. 1.36 million is where we're at right there. Okay. Dow down 177, now down 186, half a percentage point, down 49 on S&P, down 237 on the NASDAQ. Oil down 273 a barrel, down to 84.17. 2019. That's the dealio. A headline coming out. U.S. leading indicators climb 0.8%, even as Omicron dents the economy. Will that in any way help the market? I don't know. Over on interest rates, the 10-year note 174.5 and falling. Interest rates are falling on the 10-year, which means American dollars are being bought up by the outside world. They're looking to go to the USA, but yet the market is off, down 186 points on the Dow, down 50 on S&P, and down 241 on NASDAQ at this moment in time. SoFi, 1380. They have a bank charter. 1380, up 13 cents from the low of the day on 38.7 million volume. Gamestop, 95.88, falling again, coming towards this 94.11 low trade. We are trading 1.42 million on GameStop, 95.88. Last trade down 6.79. Has anyone written $100 calls today? Has anyone written 105s this morning? Did anyone write $95 calls today? I would love to know. Let's see. Lost everything today. I'll be back this summer. Maybe my SoFi calls will make some back by then. Casino cleaned me out this week. Good luck, everyone, from Nacho. BW, Matterport is going to go below SPAC entry price. Went from almost 40 back to pre-public pricing under 10. No more SPAC investing for me going forward, says BW. This is exactly what the market wants to hear on a recovery. This is exactly the kind of talk markets love to hear about. People throwing in the towel, that's when they turn the other direction. It's exactly what it is. This is happening millions of times over, and then you get a recovery. $96 on GameStop, $95.89, the low of $94.11 on GameStop, 1.44 million. Jen, good morning. Good morning. We're at SoFi, $13.93, down $1.07. Had a low on SoFi of $13.67. Haven't hit it again. Haven't gone back there. We've had a couple of bounces off of here on 39.4 million. We got volume coming in on SoFi now at 13.90. Looking a little better. GameStop 95.70. We're $1.60 away from the low of the day at 1.44 million volume on GameStop. Matterport 10.14, down $1.08. The Dow down 162, S&P down 46, and NASDAQ down 219. Yuck.
They came out with numbers today?
For?
I don't know. That was a question. Sorry. Well, it's Friday. They usually come out with something on a Friday.
They came up with numbers today? Talk. Well, the interest rates are actually dropping. The 10-year note is 1.74.
Yeah.
It was pushing 1.9 this week, and everybody thought the world was coming to an end. Now we're at 1.74, and everyone thinks the world is coming to an end. Kind of goofy. Oil down 247, first drop this week of any significance. Yeah. The Dow down 172. That's only down half a point. S&P is off 1 percentage point. NASDAQ down 1.5%. This is a follow through from last night's sell-off. Mm-hmm. We had 2 days in a row where the Dow was up and the markets were up, and then they fell at the end. And another day they were up, fell at the end. So today we're falling to start. Now we're going to see how far down we go, and then we'll see what kind of recovery we get. Mm-hmm. That seems to be the plan today. GameStop could not hold $100 a share this morning.
I see that.
It's at 95.84 right now. Yeah, we're jumping around here. We're getting different quotes. 95.84, 95.64. Netflix getting the crap beat out of it.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah. Netflix is really getting hit. We got Netflix. We got it right here. Here it is, down $125 a share to 382 on the day, and this is the lowest 380. It's still showing 34.4 times earnings, but the earnings are backing off. I think they're into negative numbers. I don't even know if they're making money. They're spending too much. They're trying to raise prices, but that's not going over well. So now people are abandoning them, which means they're going to bring in less money. Right. They got to cut their expenses, and they're not getting it. And the street thinks that this is 380 is a support level. It's going to $200 a share, kids. This isn't going to hold 388 at all, my opinion. I'm not into it. I'm not out of it. I'm not selling it to do anything with it. It's just my opinion. I think this is only the beginning of a worse move for these guys. SoFi down 114 to 1387. The low 1367. 40 million volume now on SoFi. GameStop 95.42. The low 94.11. We're $1.30 away from the low of the day on GameStop. Volume 1.48 million. We broke $100 a share on only 200,000 volume.
Yeah.
There was no support. There
Yeah.
was nothing there to stop it from going down.
It's not,
And down it
not
went.
encouraging.
And so there are people right now stealing GameStop in the low 90s, perhaps. Then again, 94.65, we're going down again.
There's no support.
Not right now. Sooner or later, it will go too far too fast, and then there'll be a snapback rally of sorts.
Yeah.
We'll see what it does.
Very often this stock acts like an orphan.
So yeah, it does.
There's just no one out there.
There's no street support for it because GameStop has no friends on Wall Street.
Yeah. There's no brokerage support.
Just saw 94.28, 93.64, new low on GameStop. 93.64 was the flash quote on the low of the day now on GameStop. Down about $8.
The grapefruit can have any.
I don't know. I'll do anything I can to help. SoFi 1383, the Dow down 178, S&P down 50, Nasdaq down 250 points.
Mm-hmm. I'll come back later with a bagel.
Grape jelly today.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Gotta have the grape jelly bagel.
I figured.
Yeah, but thank you so much, Jen.
Oh, do they know I can really mess with you because I have the remote fan? I could get your hair blowing in the breeze.
Whatever there is of it. They know you can mess with me, Jen. Oh my. All kinds of stuff going on, all kinds of activity. And thank you for being here. Sorry, I don't have a happier day to throw you. I'd love to give you nothing but good news, but then I'd be lying. Let's see what's going on. We've got Matterport at 10.03. We got GameStop at 93.86. The low was on GameStop now 93.64. Have any of you written contracts on GameStop that you've been able to buy back already? What else? SoFi 13.80 down 120. Low of the day 13.67. It's still holding above the low of the day, but we'll see. The Dow now lower 217 points. S&P down 56 and Nasdaq down 274. Let's see. What else is going on? Matterport 10.03 down to 119 a share, low of $10. We're going to go under 10 on Matterport. There's no stopping that. ME 441 down 23 cents. We're down to 223 on Spire. ATIP 347 down 19. SmartRent down 17 and Sextera down 4 cents. This is the market this morning. This is what we got going here. 1372 on SoFi. We are 5 cents away from the low of the day on SoFi. That is on 42.2 million now. SoFi volume. GameStop 92.94. New lows. 92.73 on GameStop. Let's see. What else? What a crap year, says Frumbler. Yeah, the first 3 weeks of this year, not so good. Definitely. GameStop 93.01. The low of the day 92.73. Matterport 10.03, 9.03 on Rocket Lab, 13.74 on SoFi, low of the day 13.67, still holding at that low, 42.4 million on SoFi. Let's go. 250 point decline on the Dow right now, 0.72. S&P down 60 points, 1.35%. Nasdaq down 288, down 2%. Right now on Nasdaq. Oil down $2.87 a barrel to $84. I wrote a $17.50 strike on Matterport put when the stock had a solid support level around $18. Trading up out of powder now, bought the sheet out of SoFi and Matterport here. See what happens. Um, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I wrote a 101 earlier, says Kent. Just bought it back on GameStop. There you go. This is what you got to do. And let's go. Let's go. Bruce, is this the point where Spire will be in trouble with the exchange for being so low in price? I'm not sure. I think it's a 30, 90 day, 30, 60, 90 day thing. There's remedies available. They can always list elsewhere. The stock's not going to disappear from view or anything like that. 224, last trade on it, down 19 cents. Most in here have never seen a bear market. Don't lose your heads on it. Stocks go down, then they go up. They go down a lot faster than they go up when they do go down. You probably noticed that. GameStop 95.10 hit 92.73. There's a bounce right now on GameStop. Those of you who have not written call options this morning on GameStop, you might want to now take a look at writing either 95s or 100s. Good for today or next week or the week after, and see if the stock give you another dip for another profit. You could make money on a few trades today alone on GameStop. SoFi 1387 down 113. It did not. It did. It hit a new low of 1364. I thought it was holding 1367, but it didn't. New low 1364. It's now 1389 on SoFi. Volume 44.2 million. This is where we are right here, right now on SoFi. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Spire delisted. We lose our calls. Spire will not be delisted. You got to keep. I got to keep reminding you guys every day. It will be. If it gets delisted on New York, it'll be with a lot of warning. The stock will arrange to relist on NASDAQ or on another exchange. The options will not be affected at all. It will not be affected. What's the point of selling Spire now? There is no point. This is at the low. You buy at the low. You don't sell at the low. It's called buy low, sell higher, right? It's an old adage, but on bear market days, people don't hear the message. Down 153 on the Dow. We're popped up a little bit here. Down 45 on S&P, and Nasdaq down 234. We're bouncing up a little bit here on a dead cat bounce, or more. We'll see what this market is made of. 1390 on SoFi, bounced up from that 1364 low trade. 1392 now. GameStop 96.67. Up from 92.73. We just jumped almost $4 on GameStop. Is it another dead cat bounce? That is the question. We have to now break through about $97.60, $97 to show that we have more strength on GameStop. Can it do it? Is the question. 96.92 right now. We need another dollar. Or we're going down again. 1.7 million last volume on GameStop. SoFi 1394 down $1.06 coming on 45.5 million. It is improving here. Let's see here. Let's see. Intel to invest $20 billion into a U.S. chip making facility, Columbus, Ohio. University town. Makes sense. You got the right demographic of workers to pick from there as well. Grads, absolutely grads. Absolute smart move. 1394 on SoFi, 97.41 on GameStop. A definite bounce up from 92.70. We're almost up $5 from the low 10 minutes ago on GameStop. An opportunity to write $95 or $100 calls might be coming your way for another drop-off if we get one today. The Dow down only 87 points. We've come up quite nicely here 35 point down on S&P. We're improving. NASDAQ down 187. Definitely improving on the markets. Question is it just a dead cat intraday bounce? We need more. We're going to need more corrections and more proof that the bottoms are the bottoms, and we bounce off from there. We just don't have a V only scenario here. We have to have intraday testing of our lows on the day. So we're going to see how this plays over here. Let's see. Okay, Uncle Bruce, I want you to know I finally went into Fidelity and I was starting to write a GameStop call. It apparently knew this and it jumped $5. Someone's saying that Meet Kevin has invested $1 million into SoFi. No surprise there. He does trade the market. Let's see. Let's go. Where are we at now? We're at GameStop, 98.70 on GameStop. Definite bounce back. Where we were down to 92.70. So it's a $6 bounce back. Nice to see it. You might be able to write 100s and catch them later today at lower prices if this does another reversal. SoFi, 13.94. Volume 46.6 million, up 30 cents from the low of the day. Right now, the Dow backing off again, down 110, S&P down 37, NASDAQ down 192. GameStop, you should be looking at writing 100s or 95s for today or next Friday to try to catch another down wave is what you should be doing. If you're doing it, let's go. Let's see how we play this out. You sell into strength and catch the wave down. Sextera up 14 cents. Happy to report 11.24. Smart Rent down 13. Home Depot up 475. IBM down 44. Dow's down 99 now. Or is it? We're jumping around everywhere. 146 on the Dow down right now. We're dipping again. Apple up a dime, but Microsoft down 128 to $332. Goldman down 293 at 345. Cisco down 44, Facebook down 450, Amazon down 99, Tesla down 26, Google down 830. All right, 1408 on SoFi. Happy to report 1408 over the 14 level, down 92 cents. We've come back 44 cents from the low on SoFi. 99.86 on GameStop. 100s are now in sight. Again, there might be 100s to write. Still can look at writing 95s, take the book value plus premium for next Friday, and dare the stock to go higher. Dare it. 1.9 million volume. I don't know if the dead cat bounce will be enough. I'd love to see the stock go to 105, 110. I'd love to see you write 105s, 110s. Don't know if it's going to happen or not. 99.54, down $3 on GameStop. Okay? Bought GameStop, says Delahote. There you go. There you go. That's always a good move, putting in stink bids, cheap, and see if it comes to you. 92.73 was the low trade on GameStop for a moment. Let's see. White House announces a minimum wage for federal workers, $15 an hour. About time. A livable wage for the government of the United States. Sheesh. Anyway, what can I say? $99 right now on GameStop, down 367. SoFi 1409, down 91. The Dow down 20 points, a recovery underway. Down 25 on S&P, down 145 on NASDAQ. I don't know if we even get into green. Can we hold it? I don't know if that's going to really work, because this is too much too fast, a recovery of this nature. But I'm just saying. Let's see what is going to happen. GameStop 99.13, down 354. SoFi 1408, down 93 cents. Volume on the GameStop 1.96 million. Not enough. Not enough. We might be topping out here on GameStop 99.51. Writing 100s, writing 95s, writing 105s for 2-3 weeks out. Might be the idea here to bring in some premiums and then buy them back later this afternoon for cheaper prices. If we test the 92 level, you've got some potential here. Watch for that. Let's see. What can I say? Where are we at? 26 points down on the Dow, 27 down on S&P, 148 on NASDAQ. When you're an option writer, you're ruthless. You're a sniper. You take no prisoners. You shoot to kill. And you have got to have this mentality of, as much as you want a stock to go higher, you have to understand that stocks also back off. And that's when you get paid. And you have to make money. You have to make your share, and these down days are what it's all about. I have no faith in this Dow right here. It's down a point right now, but this thing can drop 100 points in a heartbeat. We are on edge here. We're up 8 on the Dow. This is great. It's a dead cat bounce, though. I don't believe there's a big run coming. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But I'm looking for targets. As a sniper, I'm looking for targets. 1416 on SoFi. Go, go, SoFi. Please go, SoFi. 14.6, 14.15. Volume 49.9, 50 million. Go, SoFi. GameStop 99.77 right now. GameStop 99.77 right now. Now 100. We're trading at 100 a share on GameStop. Rock and roll. We'll take it and we can get. Matterport 10.43, 43 cents above the issue price. 457 on ME down 8, Spire down 13, HIP down 13, Smart Rent down 5, Sextera 11.35 up a quarter. That's where we're at. Robinhood still down 52. AMC still down 81 cents. Home Depot up 7.35. IBM up 23. Dow up 56. Yay. Microsoft down 3 cents. Apple up 90 cents. Goldman down 41 cents. Cisco down 34 cents. Facebook down 370. Amazon down 83. Tesla down 22. Google up $1.80. A little green here, a little green there. 14.21 on SoFi. Not yet green. The Dow's up 29. SoFi is not green. It's disturbing. Volume 50,600,000. Need more buying to move that market, and less selling. Less selling on SoFi. GameStop 99.54. Backing off again. Right call options on these stocks. Sold a 101 GameStop call. Expires next Friday for $6.60. Never thought I'd write that low. And I can already buy it back for $5.20. Put in a stink bid. Put in a stink bid at $2.10, $2.11. See if you get it. You never know. 99.10. She's dropping. GameStop wants to fight to go green now that we're starting to start writing real damn cute. Buy 50 shares of GameStop or 300 AMC. That is the question. AMC. Good luck, Nazareth, on AMC. I pulled the trigger on GameStop, says Bama Babe. Right on. I'm doing the covered call thing on GameStop. Rock and roll. 99.14 on this stock. I'll tell you, $6 premiums for next Friday at 100. Yeah, I like your chances a lot. 14.14 on SoFi, down 85 cents on 51.2 million. We need more volume. We need an increase in the intensity of volume on SoFi to get more action on it. I tell you, I don't know. The Dow up 32. How long will it last? We're up 39 on the Dow. We're down 16 on S&P. We're down 99 on NASDAQ. Those two are not yet coming yet. Let's see. Let's go. Coyote, Bomba Babe, what did you write? Coyote, I wrote a 100 expire today, says Coyote. And Dr. Walter, flippin' heck, I just nipped out to pick up the kids, and I missed a 92. Let's see. More action on SoFi, asks Coyote. Its volume has been insane for 2 days, and it didn't help. 14.15 on SoFi, 99.32 on GameStop. SoFi volume 51.6. GameStop volume now 2 million and trading at 99.32 a share. We've got ME at 457, Spire at 229. Anti-PC, Alexander, I wrote it, $10 strike, says Anti. Let's see what else is going on here. 14.13 on SoFi, 99.07 on GameStop, 99.07. We got back to 100. and we stopped. I don't know. It might pop again. It might pop back. There's volatility here. 98.67. Put in stink bids on those calls you wrote. Try to take in half your money, 2/3 your money, bring in 3/4. Whatever it gives you. Day trades are available, and why not make money? I said 98.51 on Gamestop. Make money. 14.17 on SoFi. 52 million volume. The Dow only up 26. It's falling again. We're up down 16 on S&P. We're down 87 on NASDAQ. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I put in a stink bid. I want GameStop to go down. That's what snipers do. You pick your targets and shoot them. You make your money. Yep. And if you love the stock, you'll as it drops, you score on the contracts. You buy more shares at the cheap price and just keep acquiring. You can always do that. That's the way to acquire more stock. I let the stock help you buy more stock. 940 on Rocket Lab, down 33. 1411 on SoFi, volume 52.4 million. GameStop 9882, volume 2,040,000. Matterport 1057, down 65. ME down 8. Spire down 13. ATIP down 15. Smart Rent down 4. Sixtera up 16 cents. AMC backing off again, down 99. The Dow just went red. We're negative on the Dow, down 23 points and falling. Down we go. GameStop 99.02 right now. I'm a sniper, says Bama Babe. I'm a sniper. Let's see. Gonna write covered calls so the markets go up. You're all welcome, Rosie Posey says. There you go. I don't think the shakeout is over. I don't think so. 1418 on SoFi, down 82, 52.9 million. We're not getting million a minute. We're not getting a million a minute. This is not good. This is not not good. Bama Babe, Lavala. Yes, you are, Bama Babe. A good one, too. There are a ton of contracts that expired today, says Cheddar Stacks, that have been purchased all year. They are driving the prices lower than most bot strikes. Good morning, Walters from Duncan. Hi, Duncan. How you doing, buddy? 1418 on SoFi. GameStop 9889. Dow down 40, down 44. S&P down 24. NASDAQ down 118. Going for another drop right at the moment. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. 1412 SoFi now. 53.3 million. GameStop 98.89. 2,050,000. Not enough support volume here. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, Kent, I wrote a 98. We'll see. Let's see what happens. I wrote a 98. 98.74, down 393. I love you, Bruce, but I don't trust you. See if you can restore my confidence on Saturday. I hear you, buddy. I hear you. Let's see. Writing 100s is still a good idea for next week or the week after. Looking for premium depreciation and day moves. 98.34 on GameStop right now, down 433. 1405 on SoFi. We're backing off again. 53.8 million. SoFi backing off. 98.34 GameStop backing off. Dow down 76, down 89 on the Dow. We're going down 29 on S&P, 134 on NASDAQ. We're going lower. Let's see. Don't leaps from 2 years ago expire today? Yeah. So sooner or later. Let's see what else is happening here. Thank you, everybody. On this crazy day, I have 331 thumbs ups, and I thank you for them. Appreciate that. Those of you who are hanging on and hanging around, I appreciate it. It is a day of red, and there's some testing going on of people's resolve. 1406 on SoFi, down 94 cents, down 54 million now. Over on GameStop, 98.17. 2,080,000. Not enough support volume to hold the stock. It's falling off. Down to the 90 level is doable. No doubt in my mind. I hate to say it, but I'm telling you. Let's see. Spire's cheaper than a gallon of milk. Let's see. Let's see where we're at. SoFi 1401, threatening the $14 level again on 54,500,000. GameStop 98.46, 2,097,000. Dow down 58, S&P down 28, Nasdaq down 138, oil down 236 a barrel to 684.60 now. Apparently, IBM is selling Watson Health unit to a private equity firm. This has been rumored for sale for a while from the IBM side. The stock's up 30 cents to 131.12. Dow down, looks like 70 now. Let's see. Looks like it's down 58 to 60. Still backing up. SoFi broke under 14 a second time. Looks like it did. Right now, showing 14.05 at the moment on 54.7 million. Less volume than lately. And 99.34 on GameStop. Opportunities to write contracts are here on GameStop if you dare. 100s for next Friday. The 100s for the Friday after that might be writable. 95s for next Friday and the Friday after are writable possibly as well. Just saying, premium, massive premiums on the table. You might write 90s for today or 90s for next Friday on GameStop, looking for book value depreciation for the rest of this day or during the rest of this day. We're going to be fluctuating here. Aaron Milan Vega, thank you for this donation. Brucey down 30% overall on my stocks. Some individuals down 60. Can't write options with my broker. Low powder. What do I do here? Just cry. Just sit tight. Just sit tight. That's what you got to do. You've got to sit tight through this nonsense. And that's what we got. What do we got here? 100, 2 weeks out on a red day. That scares me. Well, you got to step up sometimes. Got to take your money. Got to make money when the opportunity is there, and it ain't pretty sometimes. It ain't pretty. Welcome to the markets today. SoFi 1405, 99.45 on GameStop. Matterport 1062, ME 456. Spire down 15, ATIP down 19, Smart Rent down 8, Sextera up 12 cents. The Dow down 52, S&P down 25, 26, Nasdaq down 130 right now. That is where we're at here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This one I can't answer, Coyote. That's one for the accountants. The UBI has fallen to 787. It's a new all-time low for the Uncle Bruce Index, and we started at 2022 at 1045, and a year ago it was 1392. You see how they're picking on me too? It's just not right. Matterport showing a little strength, just a little. There you go. Let's see. And we got SoFi 1406, GameStop 99.74, Matterport 1066, the Dow down 51, S&P down 25, Nasdaq down 128. Let's see. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, sometimes the stock will show you what to do. I mean, the stock will give you directions as what to do with it. GameStop right now, $100.74. I'm still a writer. Against them, against the stock. $100.55. 1414 on SoFi. Volume on SoFi now is 55.5 million. Volume on GameStop at $100.55. 2.14 million. We really need 5 million volume right now for GameStop not to be doing this. They're not coming in. $100.35 on GameStop. Game's over 100. Thank you. Oh, joy. Man, Louis Anderson died, apparently. Is that true? Louis Anderson passed? Man, oh, man. Look, here we go. Mallow, I wrote a GameStop cover call 100 for 685 for 128 next Friday. Right on. Good rate. Nice going. So I'm writing an in the money GameStop call $90 for next Friday. Makes sense because even if the owner exercises, we keep the premium and can buy back our stock cheap. That's right. You're getting the $10 book value plus premium. Exactly right. So, if this thing backs off back to 90, those are worthless. Yes, indeed. Coyote, I told you the moment I wrote Uncle Bruce, I haven't written a damn call for weeks. Kill me. Meatloaf died. That's right. Even Meatloaf passed away. 74 though. He lived. He had health issues for the last 5 years. I think he collapsed on stage in Edmonton about 5 years ago in the middle of a concert. It was like 10 minutes in and he collapsed. And he has been ill, quite ill lately. Let's see. Let's go. I still remember watching his Life with the Louie show. Yeah, Meatloaf and Louis Anderson are gone. Isn't that something? Let's see. I sure hope SoFi can break 14.25. That would be a nice little run from there. 14.20 on SoFi. GameStop $100.89. Dead cat bounce. I've been writing in the money calls on GameStop the whole ride down, and it's super lucrative. Just keep those arm cross tight. Book value is tasty. Way to go, Will. Way to go. Nice going. Nice job there, guys. $100.54 on GameStop. Matterport 1066. SoFi 1422. Always in threes, says Smoked Dog. They always go in threes. Yeah, it's been a rough one this year. $100.90 on GameStop. 1424 on SoFi. Dow is up 32. S&P down 12. NASDAQ down 80. And we're nowhere near done yet with the uncertainty here. Nowhere near. We'll see what happens. 1424 SoFi volume 56.9 million. It's not heavy enough. This volume is slowing up. The higher the stock goes, it's slowing down. 101.13 GameStop, a little better on 2.19 million. Not a lot, a little better. We'll see if it can hold the 100. It'll test it again, and if it breaks, it could break down yet again. Watch for this. See what happens. What else? Yeah, GameStop 128 strike 100 sold for 739. God, I love you guys. That's it. 739. Thank you. Take that 107.39. Yeah, Uncle Bruce for GameStop call. I wrote 100. It's expiring today. When should I consider rolling? Yes, I am just waiting it out now. But curious, since it expires today, what do you think? Just sit here all day. Just sit here. The last half an hour, we'll worry about it. But between now and half an hour, between the last half hour, this could be back to 91, 92. You might be buying this for next to nothing. So SoFi will probably really recover today. Only 10 cents before MA20 and MA100 crossing in each other's way. We're at 14.21 on SoFi. Don't know. 57.4 million. I want SoFi to go up so bad. Yes, I do. GameStop, $100.89. 22.2 million volume now on the GameStop. Let's see. Okay, Ron thinks that retail investors are being picked on by Wall Street. So essentially, if you don't own 100 GameStop, you can't make money in this market. I get it. You could try to buy an in-the-money call on GameStop and try to write Permine covered calls, but the premiums are incredibly high. Yeah, my breaking down moment was losing Robin Williams. That was sad, wasn't it? Let's see. My 1750s. Hope you're right, says Auntie. Let's see. 1 million shares traded a minute for SoFi. What more do you need, SoFi? 1421 on 57.8 million right now. GameStop 101.28, a little better. Premiums are getting better. Take the premiums. Uncle Bruce, one sell to open. GameStop 160 strike for next Friday for 76 cents. Thanks for your conservative nephew from your take 76 bucks. Taking $76 for a 160. Rock and roll. Why do you do this, GameStop? Why do you do this to me? James, there's flippers all over SoFi, not helping at all. And that's true. 1417 on SoFi, 101.54 on GameStop. The Dow up 117 right now. We've got action. We're up 0.89 on S&P, and we're down 32 on NASDAQ. Little recovery here. I don't know how much room there is with it. It's a computer buy program, but it might run out of gas at any time. Let's see. I've been writing poor man covered calls on GameStop for the past 2 months. Brutal. I might break even. I've written 13 contracts. My leverage stocks hope that too. Andy, Auntie says, Blair, just want to move finally to first trade now. I received a passport. And Dow has moved positive at the moment. Yeah, when you're writing poor man covered calls on GameStop and it's dropping in price, you're writing calls against a falling contract, and you're writing calls against a falling, and then you roll that contract and keep writing calls. When it goes the other way, you can really benefit, or if it just sits still for a while, you can benefit. But don't stop writing, Cindy B. Don't you stop writing. Here we go. Austin, I'll be back in a minute. I got to go fall down the stairs again. This hopefully gets me all set up here. GameStop 101.88. Here you go. 101.88. Okay. 14.25 on SoFi. Volume now 14.29 on SoFi. Still down 71, but coming on 58.6 million. Go SoFi, go. The Dow's up 98 and SoFi still down. What does that tell you? GameStop at 101.91. We're backing up again on GameStop. A little pullback here. I'm watching for this 2.25 million. We're down 1.9 on S&P, down 35 on NASDAQ. Dow's up 107. 101.88 on the GameStop right at the moment. 101.70 on GameStop. Oh, thank you, Miss Jen, so much. Thank you. Fab. Ooh, look at those bagels. They're so toasty. They're going to be crunchy. They're going to be crunchy today. Oh, jeez. Yeah, 101.91 is the highest it's been in hours. So for GameStop, that's a bad sign when we say that. 101.70 right now on the GameStop shares. Premiums are better. Grab them. 101.83. Grab premiums. I know Uncle Bruce because I wrote a cover call like $8 ago. Bagel time, says Dr. Walter. That's right. It's bagel time. Let's see where we're at right now. 101.99 on GameStop. Go GameStop. 14.26 on SoFi. Still off 74 cents. The Dow is up 89, but it's giving up ground. S&P dropping. It's down 3.6, and NASDAQ down 32.5. Okay. Uncle Bruce, Austin is saying, I've read an article on ME where they released a drug to Glaxo for only a potential royalty in the future. Why wouldn't they want to take it all the way? Probably billions of dollars in costs to get it to market, and it's just too big of a business, so they'll just take a slice of the action. I have ME 7.5 and SoFi $17.5 calls expiring today. First time I have a realized loss in 3 digits. I know that's nothing compared to what others hear. Still, it feels bad. I turned Matterport for you guys, says Red Solo Cup. 1060 down 62. Let's see. Especially yesterday after it gave me hope for the SoFis. Let's see. Yeah. Meanwhile, serene and undaunted, Sextera continues on a completely different market to everything else. That's right. Good morning from Lobo Blast. Welcome all. Nice to see you all here. 1432 on SoFi. 102.48 on GameStop. Trying to break even. Still down 19. Oh boy. SoFi 1432, 102.18 on GameStop, 101.96 on GameStop. We're up 92 on the Dow. We're up down 3.5 on the S&P and down 33 on NASDAQ. Amazon, Facebook, set Washington lobbying spending records. That's right. Corporate America buying politicians in record dollars. Have an enjoyable bagel, Bruce. Uncle Bruce, I changed back to a split screen and play for half an hour around chivalry. Need medieval war fight against the stress today. Oh man, 101.46 on GameStop. We're backing up a little bit. Um, Write those calls, you guys. Write yourself some calls. 100s, 105s, 95s. Write 90s for today, next week. Write them. Dow's up 42. It's backing off. S&P down 10. NASDAQ down 68. We're backing off. Ben, good morning, everybody. One more red day. Are we not used to it by now? Judog, Uncle Bruce, I want to double down on ME. Say yes for me. ME 460. It's a deal down here. I believe it. BWC all next week. Maybe the markets will do something good. Mm-mm. Yep, there you go. Warren, I've been through all crashes since the 70s. Not fun, especially afterwards when you see the stocks you sold for a loss bounce back into the green and you end up chasing them back. It's not fun. Uncle Bruce, is that bagel as delicious as it looks? Easily top 10 of the bagels I've seen Jen serve. Chef's kiss. It is fabulous. Um, let's see. Yeah, yeah. Alexander saying on Peloton, rumor had it they were production delays at Tank. CEO refuted it. Source, oh well. Try to figure this one out. Where are we at now? 14.18 on SoFi. GameStop, $100, 69 cents. Mm, 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 mm. Dow's up 45. S&P down 11. NASDAQ down 79. GameStop, $100, 64 cents. It's coming back. $62 million on SoFi at 14.32 now. Still down 68 cents. Dow's going back down. Still up 20 odd points, but it's backing up. Now up 38. I don't know. I think it's going lower. Louis Anderson has died. Okay, I'm done with this day. $101.41 on GameStop. 101.05 on GameStop. Mm. Mm. So good. Yeah, 101.41, 101.36 on GameStop, 14.26 on SoFi. Volume now 63.2 million on SoFi. GameStop volume now 2.35 million. Not enough support to hold it. We need more than this. It's going to get hit. It's going lower. GameStop's going to break under 100 again. Sorry to say. Boy. Coyote says, Uncle Bruce, I'm literally betting on your words. Well, 101.67, 101.75. Hardly inspirational here. Dow is holding a 70-point gain, 75 points or so, down 4 on S&P, down 49 on NASDAQ. Louis Anderson dies at 68 after battle with cancer. I'm amazed he lasted as long as he did, as heavy as he was. Incredible. Just incredible. Oh man, that was great. That bagel was super. 101.44 on GameStop. 14.36 on SoFi. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Louis gone. Meatloaf died. Man, I picked the wrong time to jump back into this stream, says DQ. Little pop on GameStop, 102.08. Little pop. Trying to do something. Don't know. Uncle Bruce, a year ago, you explained to us why GameStop should be at 800. Would you tell us that story again so we can stay strong? Oh man, ME about to break even. Down 2 cents. Go ME, go. Man, I just came from work. Is the market on fire sale today or what? Oh yeah, GameStop just jumped 50 cents just like that. I felt great right in my chest. 101.78 though on GameStop's backed off again. Mm. I'm here with the simpletons, says Duncan to DQ. Oh man, 101.85 on GameStop, 14.39 on SoFi, still down 61 cents on SoFi, 64.8 million. We've gone through a lot of selling this morning. The low 13.64, just around 10:15 this morning. That's when we hit the low of the day on SoFi. We've been battling back ever since. We're like two steps up, one down, two up, one down, two up, one down. 14.39 now on 64.8 volume. 64.8 million shares volume. GameStop 101.81 on 2.37 million. Just after 10 o'clock, we hit the low of 92.73. And I don't even know if we hit a million by that time. I don't know if we had a million shares trade at that point. No support this morning, no support bids, and I don't think there are any beyond below 100. I don't think there's any support bids below it. I really don't know. Just saying, the stock is hanging in at 102.29. It's down fractionally, but I'm not so sure if it's going to hold. I'm going to retest this low again today. Let's see. Yeah, a year ago, we talked last year about what GameStop could do, what it could become. The thinking I had last year was that they would sell off all their retail stores. They would go completely into e-commerce. They would increase greatly their selection of e-commerce products, and they would have a higher margin because they would reduce all those retail rents, all those landlord commitments, all those property taxes they're paying, all the business taxes in all those jurisdictions. And I figured, you know what? You guys become known as a e-commerce company, like other e-commerce companies are valued at. You'll be trading at sales projections, not net earnings projections, and turn your company into a $10 billion a year online merchant as opposed to a retail merchant. There's some potential here, some real potential for earnings multiples to put the stock much higher, because there were only 75 million existing shares, 75 million shares in existence. And I think the thinking was that even if you make 30, 40, 50 bucks a share in net profit by reducing your costs dramatically, with all those stores gone, all those employees gone, that monthly overhead gone, but the sales are still there through online. You got a stock worth 3, 4, 500, ultimately 800 a share. But they went their own direction. They did their thing where they decided to sell stock into the market, raise almost $2 billion, pay off their debt. Great. Build a new facility in Pennsylvania and in Reno, Nevada for e-commerce, but they've kept their stores. They haven't unloaded 4,500 stores. I'm still waiting for them to do that. Now they're creating this new virtual world and all that. Great. Great. Tell us all about it. No one's talking. So we're kind of on our own here. And now the stock is where it's at. What can I say? That's the deal. 14.44 on SoFi. GameStop 102.05. SoFi now down 56 cents. 66.7 million shares traded. Let's go SoFi. GameStop 102.05 on 2.4 million shares of volume. Still slowing up here. Matterport 1066 down 56. ME down 11. Spire down 14. ATMP down 17. SmartRent down 9. Cyxtera is up 2 cents. The only green arrow there. We're down 5.6 on S&P. We're down 47 on NASDAQ. The Dow's holding a 59-point gain at this point in time. Where are we going to go, and how far? Moderna still down $5.40 a share. What else is going on here? Royal Caribbean down 70 cents to 80.67. We've got Google up $5.50, Tesla down $20, Amazon down $70, Facebook down $2.80, Cisco down 50, Goldman Sachs down $1.80, Apple up 70, Microsoft up 40, Dow Jones up 60 points, only 60 points. IBM up 45 cents, Home Depot up 9, and Bannock up 3.94. Sextera up 2 cents at this point. So 102 even on GameStop, 101.55 on GameStop. I expect another test of the 100 level will come in. I don't expect the company to pass it. I think it'll go below 100 again to test 92. There's opportunities here for you to write contracts that expire today, the next week, or the week after, between 90 and 100. You have opportunities to write contracts where you could scoop them back later this afternoon in a half an hour, 2 hours. You could have a nice little trade here. You never know. 101.87 right now on GameStop. I'm saying the stock is not showing me that it wants to go to 125 today. It's telling me it wants to go to 85 today, because this 101.87 is not very reassuring at all. The Dow up 59 and only 59 points. S&P down 9, NASDAQ down 69. I don't know if we've turned the market corner yet on the market. I don't know. Okay. Are you confusing GameStop with SoFi, an online reduced cost, increasing revenue? That's right. That's the same argument, isn't it? SoFi will make more money than any other bank because they have no overheads like other banks have overheads. Exactly. GameStop could really change its plans by dumping a ton of retail stores. I would I would love it if GameStop were to find a buyer where they could offload all their stores in one trade and make it a licensing agreement where they supply the stores with merchandise through their warehouse, but they don't run the stores. That would be the smarter move, but I don't know if they can find anybody. That's the problem. Not sure if they're going to be able to find anybody. Back in the day, you couldn't stop them from talking about GameStop. You couldn't stop them. Well, it would be nice if they gave me something to talk about. I really would like to talk about how great they're going to be if only they'd help me out a bit. Anyway, I don't know. It is what it is. 102.22 on GameStop at the moment. 1446 on SoFi. The Dow up 84, trying to rally. S&P down 4 and NASDAQ down 57. That is where we're at. Oil down 197 to 84.91. We're down 199 now on a barrel of oil. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here and watching. I hope you're enjoying the show. Thank you for those of you who have been kind enough and charitable enough to give us a thumbs ups. We've only got 376. Yesterday at this time, we had 600 thumbs ups. But yesterday at this time, every single stock that we follow was in the green. There's a difference between yesterday and today. But we do thank you, Jen and I, for the 383 thumbs ups. We're only 17 away from 400. We do thank you. I know there's a ton of you here who are all caught up in the market. You may have forgotten. Thank you if you're able to hit the thumbs up button for us. Thank you for those of you who have been taking my courses on my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. If you want to learn how to write call options and make money on stock you actually already own, check out the classes at your leisure on stockmarketswithbruce.ca. There are 10 classes there: how options work, how they price, how they depreciate, how they collapse in value, how you can make money writing them and enjoy them. And welcome to the party, pal, because there are folks here who've been writing options all day today, making money, and they're going to make more even as the day wears on. I am pretty sure a bunch of money is about to be made here as we have more testing of various low levels on our stocks. Let's see what else is going on. TJack, how about writing SoFi 1450s or 15s for the next Friday and buy them back on the dip? I wouldn't be playing fire with SoFi. What can I say? Let's go. Thank you, Bruce. Thumbs up number 365 reporting in. This is why I subscribe, says Anti-PC. Here we go. Pure joy and entertainment, she says. Happy times all the time. 1448 on SoFi, trying to come back to a break-even price. 69 million shares. We are way down in volume, though. I'd sure love to see 100 being hit a lot sooner than this. 102.31 on GameStop. Still off 36 cents on 2.44 million. We're not bringing in heavy enough buying here to hold this market. I don't think so. I'm just saying. What can I say? We got to have faith, Mr. G says. The guy in charge of GameStop, he built Chewy from the ground up, and GameStop has over 400 recent hires from existing e-commerce companies. I agree. I love GameStop's long-term potential. I like it. I really do. I just like to have him talk about it. Would help us to promote it a bit more. Just tell me when your phone lands in Germany so I can give you further instructions on where I live. You are a health professional, right? We could talk about how to perform a liver transplant, says TIF. I had no idea who this person's talking to. What can I say? Okay, good reminder, says Auntie. Maybe it's Auntie. Coyote, GameStop is at 2.4 million volume, which is decent for them. Yeah, but not on a day like today. This is not enough. 102.16 last trade on GameStop. Dow up 100, down 1 point on S&P, down 42 on NASDAQ. Peloton stock rises while analysts cut price targets left, right, and center. True. Oil down 174, still up on the week. Absolutely. Maybe the volume is dropping because the selling is drying up on SoFi. Maybe that's what's going on. But you never know. Let's see. 1448 down 52 cents. 102.23 on GameStop. The Dow up 90. S&P down 2.6. NASDAQ down 45. There you have it. What can I say? It's a sea of red today. Sorry to say. E is only down 2 cents. I'm happy to see something that close. Sextera unchanged. Smart Rent down 8 cents, which is better. Okay, IBM up 69 cents, 131.51. Microsoft up 82 cents. Apple up $1.23. Goldman down $1.40. Cisco down 46 cents. We're waiting to see if the Dow can hold and the markets can hold any kind of gains, because in the afternoons this whole week we've lost it all, and it has been disappointing. We'll see if there's a difference today or not. Let's see. GameStop hates me. It's personal, says Coyote. 102.81, up 14 cents on GameStop. We're in the green on GameStop. 102.85, up 18 cents. Can it hold it for very long? What will it do? Look at SoFi, 14.56 down, 44. Elimination of debt, 1.6 billion cash on hand. Way to go, GameStop. NASDAQ trying to go green. It's down 23. S&P up 4 points. We've gone green on S&P now. Seems like GameStop is trying to come on here. 103.21 up 54 cents. Even Spire got a little pop. It's down 10. Losses are narrowing quarter on quarter, says Dr. Walter Bishop on GameStop. Go GameStop, says anti-PC. 102.90 up 23 cents. Let's see. I wrote that friggin' call and it runs to $10. Not to worry, Coyote. It ain't over. Let's see. ME is green, says Tiff. Half a penny. It's a half a penny in the green. Coyote's getting more salty now. It's up 12 cents. GameStop is up 12 cents to 102.79. SoFi 14.56 down 44. The Dow up 139. S&P now up 7. NASDAQ up half a point. So we have just a slight turnaround, but is there anything behind it, or are we done for here? What are we going to watch? How is it going to react? 103.12 on GameStop, up 45 cents. You'd think SoFi would be green before GameStop would be green, wouldn't you? One of them has a bank charter, one of them doesn't. 14.57 down 43 cents on SoFi. Saltier than the Pacific, says Red Solo Cup about Coyote. I'm late. Avatar says, Coyote, did you write a call on GameStop? Did you do that? Man, oh man. SoFi 1460. Go SoFi. We're up 65 cents on GameStop, trying to get something going. I don't know. What goes down must come up, says Duncan. Woohoo, go NVIDIA, says anti-PC. Go NVIDIA. ME up 1.9 cents. Spire down 9, ATIP down 13, Smart Rent down 2, Sixtera unchanged, Matterport down 39 cents to 1083, GameStop up 66 cents, SoFi down 37, Rocket Lab down 27 cents. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, where do you see GameStop heading? Asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend here. I'm happy to see it at 102, 103. Okay, but I'm not all that convinced that I should be that happy. So I'm wondering at 103 are 105s for next Friday or the Friday after that, the contracts to write right now for big premiums. Can you get decent premiums for 105s for next Friday or the Friday after that, and then put in stink bids for half those prices or less? It's kind of what I'm wondering right here. This stock has got to test 100. It's got to test 92, and I think today it's going to do it. Just saying. Just saying. Gowdy, I sit through weeks of red, losing $150 a share on this thing. I write a call and it runs up. I'm just tired, man. It's not going anywhere. It's only up 19 cents. It's not going anywhere. ME ripping. No, it's not. It's not. Just trying to make you laugh, says Smoked Dog. Coyote needs a hug. Bruce, check your pal. Bruce, check your pal. JW Bruce, I bought a January 28th SoFi at 1350 this morning. It's up 65% already. Do I grab this quick profit or do I wait? It's good till next Friday. I think you wait a little longer here. We're going to go in the green on SoFi, so you'll be okay. You'll make even more money. I've always wanted to try floating on the Dead Sea. I'll add it to my bucket list, says Dr. Walter Bishop. I do. I can't even lie to you guys. Let's see. An aviator. I bought more GameStop at 94. I'm doing the happy dance. We'll sell a kidney if it goes lower. Sounds like someone on here knows a guy in Germany. Let's see. 102.68 up a penny on GameStop. That's all. 1 penny and only a penny. Not much going on here. Not much going on here. Again, thank you everybody for popping in here and seeing us. I really appreciate it. See how these markets will do for us. It's great to have you around and joining Jennifer and I. We sure hope we get to some better days. Just see how these markets want to perform here. 419 thumbs ups. Can I complain about that? Not really. Thank you for 419 thumbs ups. If you can hit that thumbs up button for us, let me know what number you are. That would be great. Maybe we get to 500 here. That would be wonderful. GameStop 102.82 up 15 cents on GameStop right now. That's what it's doing. Or is it? It's down 2 cents now. Just went negative again on GameStop. What else have we got? We've got the Dow down up 106 or something like that. Let's see here. Let me double check a few things here. Showing 111 gain on the Dow, 2-point gain on S&P, Nasdaq down 9. Let's see. Ochino, I'm thumbs up number 419. Thank you. Appreciate that. GameStop 102.79 up 12. 1454 on SoFi down 46 cents. Volume now 73.5 million. A little pullback on SoFi happening here. We're up 2 cents on GameStop. Now we're now sitting right here. What are we at now? Up 2 cents, 12 cents, something like that. GameStop volume 2.51 million. We need more. We need much more than that. We're down 11 on GameStop, 102.56. Matterport 1082 down 41. ME up 1 penny. We're down 9 on Spire, down 16 on ATIP, down a penny on Smart Rent. We're up 2 pennies on Sixtera. That's what's going on here. Vernon, I sold 5 GameStops, covered calls for next Friday, 105. Took a bump to fill. Nice going. You got the stink offer. Beautiful. I give GameStop 45 minutes before it's below 100 again, says Skole. And let's see. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm number 35, says Aurora, and I'm number 429 for you. Give you a thumbs up twice. Thank you very much. 102.98, up 31 cents on GameStop. Up 41 cents, down 41 on SoFi. We're up 15 cents on GameStop right now, right around that break-even line. SoFi volume now, 73.8 million. GameStop volume at 102.83, 2.52 million. Nothing going on. Not much going on there. The Dow up 125. And Netflix has shed today 50 billion in market cap today. Not a good day. We're up 6 points. No, we're up 5.5 points on the S&P. NASDAQ down 1.4. GameStop up 20 cents. Okay. DQ. My portfolio is the magic man today. Now you see me, now you don't. Yeah, there you go. Ooh-wee. Yeah, 131 gain on the Dow. 129, 6.6 on S&P, and 2-point gain on NASDAQ. Just hanging around here. Just hanging around. Yeah, my portfolio went out for milk and cigarettes on Black Friday. Has not been back since. Fitzkiller smells like a bull trap right here. 102.80 on GameStop, up 13 cents. SoFi 14.48 right now, pulling back a little bit. 74.6 million volume. Rocket Lab down 29 cents. Matterport down 44. ME up through 0.3 of a point of a penny. Spire down 9. ATIP down 16. SmartRent down 3 cents. Xterra up 2 cents right now. AMC down 56. Robinhood down 30. Vanek up 4.25. Home Depot up 8.5. IBM up 64 cents. Dow is up 105, it looks like. Microsoft up $2.10. Apple up $1.26. Goldman down 15 cents, coming back to the break even. Cisco down still 50 cents. Facebook down $2. Amazon down 64. Tesla down 15. Google up $21. Royal Caribbean down 79 cents. That's where we're at here. Nvidia up $3. Man, oh man, oh man. And Moderna down 321. Okay. GameStop just went red. We're down 58 cents to 102.09. We've gone negative on GameStop at the moment. Okay. And the Dow is now up 57 points. It's backing off. We're in the negative on NASDAQ again, and we're break even on S&P. We're getting some sell waves through here. I'm number 1, says Duncan, and I'm thumbs up number 235. Thanks, buddy, as always, my man. Cindy says, maybe I should close my laptop and take down the Christmas decorations right now. Frankie, listen, I just got here. Can you go over everything you said in the past few hours, Uncle Bruce? I'm in a hurry. Let's see. More sellers and buyers. How about that? DQ. Cindy, take down the green ones, leave the red ones where they are. Okay. Let's go. Thanks, Frankie says. He's saying, thanks, buddy. You got it, man. No problem. GameStop, 102.86, up 19 cents. SoFi, 14.46, down 53. Volume of 75.7 million. GameStop volume up 19 cents right now, 2.54 million. We're not trading much here. Not much at all. The Dow is up 77, but the S&P is down a point, and NASDAQ's down 31 and falling. That is what we have happening here on this market. Will GameStop test 100? Yes, I think it will. Will it test the 90s? It might do that yet again. I don't know if we're out of the woods yet on GameStop. You've had an hour to take advantage of GameStop call options, to write them. But you might not have much more time on this. We'll see. Short interest up 1.2% on GameStop to 19.3. That's not enough. I need way more than that. I don't know. Just saying. Okay, it's already 11:30. Oh, dang. Time is flying here. Holy moly. Yeah. The Dow up now 102. S&P up three quarters of a point. NASDAQ down 22 points. We got a lot of computer trading programs going in here right now. They're just coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. What GameStops are we writing? 105s, 100s, 95s, and 90s. Yep, we're writing 90s for next week. The week after, we're looking for the book value plus the premium and depreciation on both. Yep. Should we buy Netflix? Stay the hell away from that. It's going lower. Yeah, 101s. Yep, you can write 101s. We're going lower. We're going lower. Yeah, we're going lower. Down a penny right now. We're going lower. Okay. Depreciate me, bro. Depreciate me. There you go. Yeah, just we're going lower. Okay. SoFi volume 76.3 million at 1450. GameStop down 29 now on 2.55 million. Yeah, that early morning support wasn't there, and now we have the afternoon doldrums, and SoFi and especially GameStop. Yeah, we're all tired and grumpy, says Frumbler. That's what it is, darn it. Yeah, feels like selling on SoFi has dried up a bit, but they smashed a lot of buyers too, maybe. And let's go. Yeah. I get the GameStop craze and the kudos to whoever got in early. It has been taking Bristol's advice, writing cover calls, but long term, this is becoming very competitive space and very big players, says Joe. And yeah, Joe, you're right there. 102.67 right now on GameStop, unchanged. Right there. SoFi 1451, down 49 cents on 76.6 million shares. GameStop 2.55 million shares. There's no volume coming in to support this market. Let's see. The Dow up 98, trying to hang around. Down, we're up 2 on S&P. We're down 18 on NASDAQ. And there you have it. We've been on the air for 3 hours 6 minutes, guys. Thank you for being here. Just went negative again on GameStop. Red everywhere. There's red everywhere. We're 1 penny up on Sextera. We haven't got very much in the way of green here. The Dow and some of the Dow components, sure, but not a lot. It's red all over the place here. NVIDIA plus 220 finally. Oh man, NVIDIA a little better. Come on, NVIDIA. SoFi 1445. GameStop down 71 cents to 101.96. GameStop beginning to back off now. And I have no stocks I can or will write covered calls on. Time to go back up some, says damn it, Jim. There you go. Down 71 on GameStop, 101.96. The Dow up 75. We're backing off. S&P down 2.8.3. NASDAQ down 40. We're going negative again on 2 of those indexes, and the Dow's backing up a bit. We're down 71 on GameStop to 101.96. SoFi 1443 down 57 cents. Looks like it's backing up a bit again on 77.3 million. Frustrating on SoFi because it's nothing but good news there. GameStop down 130, 101.36 on GameStop, down $1.30. Coming back a little here on GameStop. Matterport 1065 down 60 cents now, 1062. ME down 5.5, Spire down 12, and ATIP down 16. Smart Rent down 5 cents. Sixtera up 1 penny. Yeah, 1442 on SoFi. Down 119 on GameStop, 101.48. Okay. Can you see if my PayPal's working, Uncle B? Well, I don't see anything here. I got nothing on my end, buddy. So I have nothing here, nothing. But I appreciate the efforts. I will. See you guys later. You bet. Will. Get ready to pick up some stink bids here. There might be some coming in. GameStop now down 152. Let's see. Big red on GameStop, says Coyote. Take care, all, says John. You betcha. We shall. We shall. Thank you all for having been with me already today. We're watching more red coming into this market. Where Dow is up only 37 now. We're backing off. Now it's only up 26. S&P down 9. NASDAQ down 66, 67 points. GameStop 101.47 down 120. 101.11 down 156 on GameStop. Matterport down 66. SoFi at 14.35 down 65 cents. We're on 78 million volume here. Just not getting the follow through. There's too much stock coming in on SoFi. And let's go. Fun. Love this group. We sink and swim together. Laughing out loud. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. Take care, peeps, says JW. Thank you, everybody. GameStop, $100, 54 cents, down 213. We're heading for the $100 level to test it again to see what kind of support there is versus how much selling is coming in. $100, 47 cents on GameStop here. 138, $100, 12 cents on GameStop. Coming off right now. It's coming off. Watch your contracts, people. Put your stink bids in nice and cheap. You never know on dips. You never know on quick down dips. $100, 9 cents on GameStop, down 258. Will it break 100 again? What kind of support stink bids are there at 100? Will it hold any kind of a sell wave? $100, 20 cents, $100, 26 cents, $100, 54. We're going to see a little bit of activity around this $100 mark again. Keep your eyes on your contracts and put in stink bids. Man, everything's headed down now, says Auntie. -5 on the Dow. We just lost 120 points on the Dow in 10 minutes. S&P down 16, NASDAQ down 96. All three are dropping. $100, 18 cents on SoFi. Stocks coming in. SoFi 14.30 down 70 on 79 million. GameStop $100, 18 cents on 2.6. Only 45,000 shares made the stock drop $2, like $2.50 a share on 40,000 shares of selling. That's all it took. We're down to $100, 20 cents. How many stink bids are here to hold the 100? Can it hold it, or will it just go through it like a hot knife through soft butter? Just needed to dip below 100 for a short time. Coyote 99.98. I'm drowning in red, says Lobo. $100, 26 cents I see right at the moment. We'll see if this is going to crack this 100 barrier. $100, 18 I just saw again on GameStop. We're down to 14.30 on SoFi on 79.3 million. GameStop volume 2.61. Another 10,000 just came in. $100, 26 cents. Okay. We'll see. ME down 8.5 cents. It was positive for a little while, but didn't last. Ooh, man. Yeah. $100, 21 cents. Those of you who have written in the money calls, every penny is coming your way, without a doubt. I mean, every penny this thing drops is money in your pocket. And if it breaks through 100, it could drop $1 a minute, just like that. So watch. We were as low as 92.72 today on GameStop. We may test it, just so you know. So have your stink bids in there. 99.80 on GameStop. It just wiped out all support at 100. It is gone again. 99.80 on maybe 17,000 shares is all it took to take out 100. Here we go. What can I say? 99.81 says Coyote. There you are. 79 million, almost 80 million on SoFi now. Is it possible that 50 million has been sold by people in trouble? That would be $700 million. Don't know if it's going to stop it. I don't know if that's enough to stop their selling, or are they running out of paper? That's what I want to know. I just don't know. $100 to $100.04 is the bid ask range, trade range right now on this GameStop share. $100 to $100.04. High of 103.94 and low of 92.72. We've already got a $21, $11 spread on the stock that could get bigger. It's always possible. $100.04 coming in again. Only 2.6 million on GameStop. Not enough to hold it. Oh boy. The Dow down 26, S&P down 17, Nasdaq down 102 points again. 99.92 on GameStop. Just saw 99.92 print again on GameStop. Okay. There you have it. Okay, guys, I'm going to take my break. I'm going to be on at 3 o'clock this afternoon for the final hour. Keep your eyes peeled on GameStop. We've been watching the $100 barrier here. It's testing it again. I expected this, and I expect this for a while, unless something big breaks the other way. I think you can make money on this stock today, writing options, because I think it's going to test 92 again, maybe 90. I'm just saying, it's a Friday. It's the end of options today, and there's selling pressure coming in on the big markets here. I don't see support at 100 that will make me go, yeah. I don't see that happening on GameStop. It's under pressure, $100.15 right now. Frankie, bye. You take care. Have a good break, says Bobby. Thank you. I'll have a good break if I can. You know what? I've been doing nothing but watching that GameStop chart since you've been back on here. Have a nice break, says Splair. Thanks, everybody, says John. See you guys this afternoon, says Lobo. Take a break, Bruce. You need it. Can anyone help me with my PayPal account? I don't know what's going on, Duncan. I do not know. You may need to call them. You can always call the 800 number. They'll talk to you. They have an 800 number. Make sure you're not being, fizzled or whatever that stuff is. Fizzins, and all that stuff. $100 a share on GameStop, down $240 right now. Are we going to break under, and by how much? Are we going to hit that low with a new low, or what? We're going to find out. We've had a drop off here quick in the last little bit. Now we're pushing this 100 around. I don't know how much support will stay here. 1433 on SoFi on a volume of 80 million. Not enough volume here for my taste. I would love to see more than this, but we'll see how it runs the rest of the day. The Dow down 20, S&P down 17, Nasdaq down 107, and GameStop just hanging around $100 a share right now. Okay, guys, thank you for being here. We'll see you at 3, guys. Let's see what we can do. And you hang in there, everybody. We'll catch you at 3 for the last hour of the day. Bye for now. Okay.